ça va? Bienvenue au Chess 24. Moi, je m'appelle Jan Gustafsson. Je suis un grand maître allemand. Et
Hello
aujourd'hui,
everyone, and welcome to this show with my great friend, the German Grandmaster, former number 1 in Germany, maybe, Jan Gustafsson. Hi Jan, how is life?
hi, life is good, life is good. The show is not in French. I've been practicing.
Excited to see the second day of the qualifier for spot, Chessable Qualifier for spot in the Champion Chess Tour. What is the Champions Chess Tour, Mr. Gustafsson?
I believe it's the second season of the Magnus Carlsen Chess Tour, which will be longer, bigger, grittier, darker, more realistic, more tournaments. Instead of 4 tournaments, it's something like 11 tournaments. Starts in the second half of November, as far as I know, 23rd or somewhere in that neighborhood. And the lucky winner of this beautiful weekend event will join one leg of that tour. Peter Svidler and Rauf Mamedov won all their games on day 1, and they're already playing against each other. So if we get...
they played 3 games, so they have 3 out of 3. We'll see the ranking, but they have basically it's a 2-horse race now. So let's see the game, and this is a very crucial game for both of them. If one of them wins, then it's kind of very good. So
Mamedov, he likes these sight lines in these e4, e5 systems, and this is a series 1. This d4, e takes d, e5, d5, bishop b2 or bishop b5. This is serious stuff. Peter had some games here, even from the white side against Wesley, so he might know a little something. I'm curious how this will go.
And Rauf yesterday played d3. Of course, this is much more ambitious, and now he's taking the whole thing much more seriously. That he has now some chances, or maybe he wants to test as well Peter's knowledge, which is maybe a good strategy. Let's see.
Yeah,
93 is a bit rare, no? 93 is a bit rare.
No, 93 is the main line. Castle, bishop e3. This is the main battleground. Then, if black plays bishop g4, there are all these modern lines with a3, bishop h5, queen c2. This is how it starts.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Thank you.
So what do you recommend in your brilliant chessable repertoire, lifetime repertoire?
I'm actually avoiding these things because I think they're not so easy. So after bishop c4, I'm going knight f6. And if white goes d3, you no longer have c3, d4. Oof. Knight g5, not too worried. So you avoid it.
So knight g5, not too worried, but this is the main reason why...
people don't go there because it's very complex, but I think it's... no, you play d5, of course. I think it's just fine for black.
Yeah. This is refuted?
Yeah.
I was
bishop
never
f7.
completely sure. Bishop f7, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Any other questions? Chessable.com/Jan.
/Jan, yeah. And if you want to learn a copy opening, you use chessable.com/Anish.
Wow, you need 1 minute till first Anish mention. You'll get me in trouble.
I don't know when I'm with you.
Be upset, no matter what I say.
I like to put you in an unpleasant spot, like saying some dirty things about Anish, and you never know how to react, because one part of you wants to do the same, and another part is willing to defend.
No, you're just making up mean things.
Okay, so let's see.
Queen a4, rare move.
This is new to me, actually, but yeah, basically, I mean, I cannot remember anything. This looks... So you want to unpin, you want to take here, but on the other hand, you give bishop f3, which is always, of course, the first move to consider, and then something like that, which would attack here. I don't know, maybe long castle would
long
come.
castles, this looks very dangerous to me.
Yeah. I cannot castle, no? Okay.
King on a1.
So he played 97,
Yeah,
Peter Svidler, bishop d3 at tempo. So Rauf did his homework, it seems.
Wow.
So are you really? Yeah, you are attempting to take here. So
Yes.
you cannot take anymore because that would be just very good version for white, huh? Just f4, f5, rook g1, queen c2. Just plays by itself. Even short castle sometimes can be just very good for white. So here's the first.
Yeah, bishop g6 looks normal to me. You
okay.
had some other.
Yeah, well, I thought knight f5 was
but
one of the first.
Knight takes e4. You're not losing a pawn.
I was hoping that I would get back that one, but maybe
Bishop f5. Bishop g2. Yeah.
Bishop g2, bishop c6, g6, but who knows?
Okay.
And can I take here first? As then you have knight f6 check.
Yep.
I don't know. It's a mess. Even that.
Is it a mess? Looks
you can take
horrible,
here.
no?
Yeah, this is very bad. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So probably it's not good. Yeah. Simply. Takes here. And if I take here, you can just go long castle, and it looks quite good for white, actually. So, yeah, very sharp. So bishop g6 is your normal human move. Okay, I can agree with that. And if I go queen c2, I thought this kind of
decisions
with this crappy bishop on b6.
Yeah, this can be tricky. I was also wondering about queen c2, c5, for example, or not, for example.
c5. So let me take that guy twice.
Take on d4.
Take on d4. This looks okay, huh? With this king still in the center. If I do have time, if I have my king on g1 and I can play rook d1, probably I'm better. But I don't have such.
Yeah, if you
options.
can make 2 moves in a row, there's many options.
Okay, if I take here.
Yeah, I don't know. Knight takes, maybe. I'm not sure.
You just take here, play castle, you have this pawns.
Yeah, it could be a little unpleasant. No, I don't like knight takes, maybe bishop takes.
But we'll get to the same, no?
Yeah, similar, but without strange pieces.
Here you take with the knight, or?
H-pawn, no?
H-pawn, I just go short castle, I can claim.
I feel like analyzing random positions today. I will argue in any position. No, I don't know. Like, looks like a game. d4, d3.
Yeah, I could start with rook d1 actually, just to calm down your aggressiveness today.
Yeah. I came.
You dressed up and you look like a winner.
Thank you. Like a goal-getter.
Yeah, exactly. Is it to celebrate Paul Borta win?
No, I'm in a very bad mood today, so I hope that the chess can cheer me up.
I'm not sure. Or me maybe. Can I cheer you up?
Oh, and LDNG is raiding with a party of 10. Thanks, L. Welcome, L's party.
Thanks a lot. And the 8 times Russian champion played f5, which is also a very typical move. Just to get this open Spanish knight. Basically, you have this outpost on e4, and it's quite a strong knight. So he's taking en passant. Even if some people some employee from the company are saying en croissant and thinks it's very funny. Hi Dan, if you're watching this.
Once again, I'd like to mention it's you starting all the French jokes, food topics, not me. I'm here for the chess action. f5, e takes f6, en passant, very interesting.
En passant. So here, rook takes is an option or not?
Can you count?
Yeah, but he's thinking here. That's why it makes me wonder. No, he took with a knight, of course. And now probably this knight will...
Can you maybe explain? Because after f5, white had a protected pass pawn in the center. Why take on f6? Why not just leave that protected pass pawn?
Yeah, because this knight is really very, very annoying, actually. I mean, you cannot chase him. And f4 might come as well. So it's more... Of course, you would like to keep this protected pass pawn, but I think it's just impossible here. If you castle, for instance, let's play some normal move. I can go already f4. You cannot go here because I take here and I will collect your bishop. And if you go here, I can just do that, this, and start some attack. Knight f5 is coming. It looks just this f5, f4 was a major threat, in my opinion.
No, also, of course, I agree. E takes f6, I think, is a no-brainer for most players that are used to the structure. But it's a bit instructive because often this pawn on e5 looks very nice, but it's not helping you. In the middle game here, you need to open the squares for your knight to e5, the bishop on d3 now has something to do.
Yeah, actually it's very concrete. It's what I'm explaining to the French viewers on a regular basis. I mean, that's there is rules, but it's nice to have a protected pass pawn. But well, sometimes you just have to calculate. And here, I think the threat f5, f4 was just way too big to allow that.
Yeah.
c6 castle, and it seems that Ralph is still in book, and I actually like his position very much because look, all these pieces are playing. This king is always a bit weak. One pawn is missing here on f7. This
no, I agree.
I
didn't like f5. My first instinct was this bishop g6. It might still be okay. Maybe we can fight against the knight on e5 quickly, knight d7 or whatnot. But it's concrete. We have to take decisions fast.
Yeah, that's a problem. As white, I think I'm just threatening to go and start to push all my pawns and get some space and some massive attack. Actually, just one move queen c2 and I'm attacking h7. So I think it's already time to do something dynamic for Peter.
Can we have a look at
the
Gawain Jones game? Because I read.
Yeah, okay, we are focusing, of course, on
real big trouble early on.
Already, yeah. So let's see. This is this pawn off.
Shankmaster.
Okay, it's 2 pawns already. It's playing for fun, yeah. Basically, there is no much to hope for Gawain, that's for sure, and for Sam, I mean, he needs really.
But it does look fun. I guess his point was bishop e5.
I mean, after taking, it was bishop e5 and queen g7, and it looks actually good for white. So knight e7, bishop e5, and just queen c2, right?
We just take more pawns, yeah?
Yeah, and if you take here, I just go rook g8, and yeah. That doesn't look very convincing, actually. Just queen f6, I can checkmate your queen here. With queen f5. And you have to exchange queens, and you are 2 pawns down. So this is not really a good news.
I agree.
So Gawain played knight c3. But now I can just any move, really. Even short castle, I think it's good. Bishop e5, threatening mate, and some discovery. I can just go knight g6. And you don't have this discovery because of... You do have, actually. I missed that. This is nice. And taking the queen. But even that I can just take here. And this is nothing, I guess, for white. Okay, I guess I have so many options that even after bishop e5, maybe just f6 and okay. But knight d5 again, yeah? Ah, knight f5 is good. Okay, knight f5 is a final solution.
Solution 2.
Yeah, knight f5, protecting on g7, attacking the queen. This is game over. So good luck for Gawain on that one. And the last game is Oparin, your boy, against Narayanan.
That's not my boy. The other Narayanan is my boy.
Really? Okay. And bishop c4, attacking the... So better pawn structure for black. Yeah, I think your boy is again... he's again...
Not his tournament.
No, I mean, like, he has 2 bishops, but his pawn structure is kind of weak, and the position is very closed. It will be very, very difficult to open up the position. The only break you have is f4, but I will just ignore that.
First, maybe bishop c5, but you just take and rook d8, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Rook d8, then b6, maybe a5, a4. You have this weakness all over the place. Just not good.
It's a tough position to play.
Let's have a look at, of course, the main game and probably the decisive game of the tournament. Knight d7, which makes a lot of sense. He has to exchange his knight. And Ralph played f4, which is very logical. So Peter took. Pawn
Once
takes.
again, he has this pass pawn on e5. This looks better than the earlier version, because now
there is no
Black
f5.
doesn't have so much counterplay.
Yeah.
But still, the pawn is not going anywhere. You could dream of having a knight on e6 one day, some bishop g6. I'm not sure how bad this is.
So I think you have to... Anyway, you will have to go here, no?
Yeah, bishop g6 looks normal now.
And if you take, it helps Black, actually. Just, you are threatening already to take here. You are not that far. Let's say rook f8. That's a very good scenario for Black, but now we have this blocking knight on e6.
Queen h4, and this can easily be pleasant for Black too.
Exactly. But that was... I was helping Black here. So Queen d7... Yeah, makes also a lot of sense. I mean, just to connect the hooks.
So non-committal.
Yeah, but that's useful, clever move, I would say. What White is supposed to do? This queen has nothing to do on a4 anymore.
Queen c2 or somewhere now. The queen on a4.
Queen c2, bishop g6 will come.
Yeah, I think Black is okay.
Actually, Black is most likely very much fine. Yeah, maybe knight a4 or knight. I have to do something with this horsey here, because this knight is kind of misplaced. No future him here. Maybe some stuff like this, but yeah. Maybe knight e2 actually is a move here. What do you think?
I think it's roughly equal. I don't think Peter will be too worried. But Mamedov is also a very good practical player. Like, he won't allow any tricks or direct counterplay. So I could see a draw in this game, and then they would both have 3.5 out of 4.
Maybe we have tie breaks. That would be nice. More chess for today.
Oof, I'd love to have some more chess. Kokitsa 2020 saying, come on, Ali Reza. That's fair enough, but Ali Reza is not in this tournament. You will probably see him in the Champions Chess Tour.
Yeah.
But he's not in this qualifier.
Queen c2, bishop g6 played. This is people who wouldn't receive an invitation because a regular invitation to the tour, because we'll have top players in the Champions Chess Tour. I mean, like top 10. Maybe top 15.
Do you just insult the entire field?
No, but I mean, they are very strong players, but most of them, first of all, are not 2700 player. And all of them are not, I think, in the top 20. So, and this is a Champion Chess Tour is made. Most of the players will be in top, top 10 guys. Candidates player plus, I don't know.
No, it will mainly be top 10 guys. Maybe also Giri?
Plus Giri, yeah. Probably.
You're making me say these things. It's mean already.
So he took on g6, which that's a move our friend Yusuf Dorfman would criticize, because you are just, when you are taking pieces in the early middle game or opening, you are just developing your opponent. And I think this is a very good rule. If you want to, you shouldn't take in general in the early part of the game. I think it's a very clever assessment.
I've noticed, though, mainly in beginners, that they're very afraid to exchange anything. They always wait for their opponent to make the decision for them. They tell them, just take.
Yeah.
So I agree with you, like on an advanced level, because often you help your opponent. But for beginners, they often think, oh, I'm not sure if this favors me, you decide. And they should be more decisive.
Okay. But that's the new Jan, who is kind of...
New Jan is only interested in beginner's chess.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to become a mass market influencer.
Farmageddon. Yeah, he's your new I mean, you won't commentate the Champion Chess Tour. You will just commentate the Farmageddon. You are waiting for real shows, yeah?
I'm waiting for Japanese TV to pick up my Farmageddon format.
Okay, so knight a4 is a clever move. I mean, like, knight e5 was a major threat, but here knight b6 will just win a piece. So you cannot do that. So now it would be very tempting for black to just clarify the situation. Takes.
Yeah,
and
very natural. Even rook
knight
f8
f8 on... Oh, rook f8, yeah. Rook f8 makes a lot of sense. And after here. I think we have more... Actually, I like black here. I mean,
Black
I don't
is fine, but white is very solid. Oh yeah, the knight comes to e6, and I would guess it's equal.
Because if you take here, you can end up...
Yeah, I don't want to take
worse.
this. Then I'm helping c5, I don't know.
But why did you come here then? I mean, not you.
It wasn't me. Well, yeah, if I go, let's say... No, we have to be a little careful. Knight c5, let's say.
I just take here.
Yeah, queen takes.
Which is good b6.
Yeah, no, somewhere queen c2, queen c3, I don't know.
It was a draw. There is no...
Draw agreed.
Wow, so this is getting very exciting. Okay, Peter could have played on, but I believe because he was out of any danger. So let's see some other games. Shankland is 2 pawns up. He's showing his resilience after a tough day yesterday. He's coming back. It seems he's coming back today, and let's see if he can make a huge comeback.
Showing great fighting spirit.
Exactly.
It's Gawain.
Yeah, that's not only 2 pawns, it's 2 central pawns. So this is really, really bad. Actually, I mean, sometimes against B and A you have some compensations, but here, I mean, just we start holding, and yeah, that's just completely lost for Gawain, fortunately. And your boy, this is getting worse and worse, as far as I can judge. And now he's trying to make some attack with his queen here, but the knight is too far. You cannot really push here because you will give away all the squares. This square on f4 is weak as well. You
Oparin, come on.
You can go rook ad1 because I will just take, and this is probably just good for black. Well, anyway, you started this h3 g4, so I guess you have to continue to make some sense.
I've praised his chess understanding so much yesterday.
A bit too much. Yeah.
This looks like I jinxed his understanding a little.
Yeah.
Okay, he was starting from a tough spot, so he had to make something happen.
So he has to go h4. I mean, go some desperado already, but yeah, what to do? I mean, like knight f4 probably. I can even close down the king side. And then knight e2 is also a major threat. If you go g5, I would just go knight h5. And it's not clear what you are doing. So what is your advice now? He play h4.
h4, go.
Maybe knight f4. Let's try to calculate.
Take. e5.
Push. It's e5 matters. Takes. Check. King f2.
Okay, we have to take. This looks great for white, no? Compared to where we started. Bishop b7. Tactics.
That's great tactics. That's working. Okay. So
not knight f4, yes? Another move.
Yeah, but then g5 is really...
Okay, but g5, knight h5, do I have to be scared?
Then, yeah, that's true. But maybe I can prepare bishop f3 and g5 next, just to prevent this knight h5 and f4, which is very annoying.
Midnight Fox is saying, let's cheer for Jones instead of Svidler after this quick draw. Wow.
Yeah, but Jones is
very unforgiving.
Jones is out basically. He has half points out of 4 or 3, or I think
You
4.
can still cheer for him.
Let's have a look. Yes, half out of 4, so
Gonna be tough.
2 games left for him, so he cannot even reach 50%, which is mathematically means that he's out.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a bit late.
Hmm.
But yeah, Jones is, and as well, he has a pretty tough position.
Have you heard the expression keeping up with the Joneses?
No.
I'm not sure what it means, but I would like to use it later on. Keeping up with the Joneses. So do you think Gawain will be very upset about his score, or will he just say, okay, that's life for Tel Aviv, as you say in France?
No, but in general, you don't get that much upset about Rapid and Blitz in general, and especially online. I mean, actually, you just think there are so many tournaments that you can. But yeah, of course, he's missing a great chance to join the tour. So yeah, okay. I mean, of course, disappointed, but not such a big deal, I think.
We get a bunch of explanations what keeping up with the Joneses means. You pay attention to your social status, and if your neighbor has more money than you, then you're not keeping up with the Joneses.
Okay.
See?
How are your neighbors doing?
My neighbors, well, you know, my neighborhood, they all have the same house as me. So I'm assuming they also have exactly the same social status.
Yeah, that's a bit. Yeah, that's always a bit. This is not really existing in France actually. That's some area where you have everyone has the same house. That's very rare actually. I mean, in the Netherlands, it's very normal, no? Like in the Netherlands and maybe Germany. I mean, in the Netherlands, I saw it everywhere. Like, you go to some place and in the street, everybody has the same house. Which is a bit confusing. I mean, like, I mean, the French are supposed to be the communists, so I don't know how to interpret that.
I think you just insulted my beautiful home, but I'm not sure.
No, not at all. No. Your home is great. No, I mean, it's just a bit weird. But
wow.
He calculated it better than us. C6.
Oof, C6. Such a
Very
beast.
clever. Then you attack the bishop and you will take back the pawn and look at these pawns. Okay, that one you can save, but that one will be weak. Forever.
Still, is this the best he could get?
Well, but this is just very good, no?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe, yeah.
Knight d4 though. Then you start some active counterplay, but very hard to believe for white that this is not very bad. These pawns, I mean, just have to be careful about some 1 or 2 tricks and we'll be fine. Knight c6 as well is coming. So, and only 2 minutes for your boy. While in the meantime, Gawain is just dead lost. I mean, he's now 1 pawn down and 1 exchange down. This pawn is running to queen. This knight is stable. If you go knight e5, I just go rook e2, and I will mate as well. So this is the first victory for the former US champion. G6, preventing knight f5. Okay, knight c6 is a possibility. I cannot play the very natural rook c8 because that would be a fork. If rook b7, that's the same story because this rook is hanging, so I have to find a clever square. But maybe I lose that one. Maybe rook e8. He didn't play knight e6, play a4. Which is not so clear to me why.
Passpawn 999. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Okay, rook c8 makes a lot of sense. Stops knight c6. If knight b5 comes, you just take and takes on c3. So now it looks just very good. I didn't like Oparin decision to go. Now g5 looks weird because now you just created another weakness on g5 knight h7, and okay, he wants some active counterplay, I guess. Rook e7, but still knight h7 is played. No, I think your boy is just very disappointing in this tournament.
I agree. Sorry, I'm not contributing to the show.
You are busy banning someone, no? Did you ban someone?
No, not at all.
Someone posted something weird on the Chess24 chat and he was banned.
Wow.
Not by me, actually.
That's great. Great modding.
Yeah. So, knight b5 just rook d2, yeah? Okay. Rook d7 was the safe approach. Just protecting a7 here, because here you never know. I mean, knight b5, rook d2. Yeah, now this pawn can be taken. And that one might be running, but that's a long way to go. If takes, just takes, and yeah, you have a problem here. If king f4, I can show some brilliant... actually not that brilliant, but very simple tactics. Knight takes g5, this bishop is hanging. It's 2 pawns up for black. And Jan's boy is out. Okay. Alekhine batter it's good. This was yeah, I think that comment had to be removed. I like to give this 600 seconds actually. I'm very it can happen during French shows. King f4. Hi, ciel bleu. Always there. Soon to become premium. We have this code, yeah? Working. Norway 40.
I have no idea.
Go, ciel bleu. You have this Norway 40. The last day is today. And you can enjoy our video series, our banters. Blitz you can play against awesome people like Jan, Magnus, and so many strong Grandmasters. Oh! You also have unlimited chat, which some people, I know, some French people became premium because they wanted some unlimited chat. They couldn't stand not to be able to speak as much as they want. Thank you, Jan Snacker. Oh, Ciel Bleu sent us some customers. This is brilliant. Thank you very much. So, now Nayan is about to collect too many pawns for Oparin, who is trying some tricks, but that's probably not going to work. Let's face it. In the meantime, Shankland is just cruising to win. But as we saw yesterday, Gawain is not someone who gives up easily. He's trying everything till the last trick. Are you fine?
Yeah. I'm just watching the action.
Disappointed by your boy?
He hasn't impressed in this tournament thus far. Yeah, it's true.
That's at least we can say. Yeah, now he's 2 points down. Yeah, that had to be protected. Now king g7, of course, the only way to trick black is to play knight f6 to get the king here, and who knows, some back rank mate might come, even if it's not very likely. But king g7 also introduced the threat of taking here, maybe. That could be as well, just winning. Even I can come, even something like that. I'm sure it's winning. Maybe that's not the simplest, but...
Get some discovered check now. Bishop b3. Also look pretty good.
Oof. Bishop b3 is actually very, very good, yeah? If you go knight e4, I just takes, and now? You can see it. Bishop f3, and now very important. You don't take with a pawn. You go for the sadistic way to do it. Takes, and now you wish him good luck to stop both pawns. Yeah, so knight g5 is probably game over. Okay, one has to be careful about that. This needs some small calculations. Actually. But even that.
Looks winning now. But bishop b3 again. This is also great. Yeah.
Bishop b3, king c3.
I had some point. Take d1.
Yeah.
Maybe
no, it's probably still
sure.
winning. It's probably still winning, actually. But yeah, you really don't need to do that. But let's see, now he's thinking, taking his time. Rook b5 check is probably as well a win. He's playing bishop b6, keeping it safe. Threatening a safe, rook b5, and want to collect another pawn, bishop e2, preventing that. But yeah, it's really any piece to any square here. a5, why not? As well, very good. And what happened? So Gawain went till...
Oh, checkmate.
Yeah. That was the last, the final touch.
Oh. Tactics.
Showing off. So Sam won. And Narayan is about to do the same. Actually, only Li Kuangliam qualified from the banter blitz knockout that Magnus won. And Wesley So is invited as an elite player, simply. So he was invited before the banter series.
I had no idea.
So
what's the field? Do we know?
No, I don't think it's... I mean, like, if you're invited, it doesn't mean that you have accepted. I guess people from candidates, for instance, they didn't confirm anything before they had some updates on candidates. I saw some interview, some Kawana interview done for Chess24, I think, by Fiona. And he was saying that most probably, I mean, like, he was expecting to play, but, well, now he knows that candidates is not really happening anytime soon, so why not to play some online, I guess. This is... No?
Yeah.
I think it makes sense.
Does make sense. How's my boy Bluebaum doing? He just showed up?
But he didn't play, yeah.
I know, but I can see him on cam. He will enter the action next round. Does he have any chance of qualifying still?
Let's have a look. So Peter Svidler is on 3.5 out of 4. Half as well.
2 out of 4 will be tough, yeah? 1.5 points
Sam
behind.
Yeah, with 2 rounds to go. He really needs to... Okay, he has to win Okay, Ralph is playing against Sam and Matthias, so
Ooh.
who knows? And Svidler has to play Narayanan and Oparin. So somewhat easier maybe for Poberta, considering the shape of people, but yeah, very, very close. And we have this endgame pawn up. There's some tricks. After bishop f5, I go knight f6 and I tricked you? Or not? Even that is... If you go knight g5, I think I got what I wanted. I get to draw.
Maybe knight takes f6 wins, but it looks way too much trouble.
Yeah, we can even go king h6, king g5, bishop takes f5.
F5 would be 5 now? Yeah. Probably, but king d6, like, it looks like too much.
Yeah, that's true. King g5, rook d6, yeah, and who knows?
Too much work.
Yeah. What did he do? He went rook g2, makes a lot of sense. And 2 pawns, 2 connected pass pawns for nothing. This is just an easy technical win. No worries, let's see his technique, but I don't think anything can go wrong actually.
Nah. Easy peasy. Get the rook out of the way. Push the pawns.
So we have a question.
What's the question?
On Twitch?
Valerian.
No. Did we try to qualify?
Not
of
me.
course we did. But we failed miserably.
Le Miserable.
Both of us. We failed in the very first match. Yeah?
We're very old and very weak. My greatest successes were in 2008 and 2010. Laurent's greatest success was in 2012. It's a new decade. It's a new era.
In 2011 also I had great success. I played the...
Me too.
the German number 1 in a match.
2011, yeah, that wasn't my finest, but we won the European Team Championship. Great year.
Okay. That was nice memories.
Yeah. Yethin's battery saying easy peasy lemony squeezy. Hard to argue with that.
Yeah, this is over. And this is a qualifier for one event of the tour, which is already kind of very, very nice. Because if you do well in one event, in the first event, you qualify for the second one.
What's the format? It's the same like last tour, that the first 4 move on, or how does it work? It's probably more complex.
Yeah. I'm not completely sure, and this will be finalized and announced very soon. But yeah, we only know it will be with the top players. $1.5 million overall prize fund. And some junior tour as well. Junior events. I don't know if it's a tour. Women's event. And we should push to organize a commentator / senior event. Where you play,
exciting.
Peter Heine plays, Davis, I mean, well, and me, of course. I want to...
It makes me unhappy how happy you are about just the thought of playing against Peter Heine and me. Makes you so happy.
Yeah, it makes me very happy, yeah. I don't know, yeah.
You're like the bully in a school for... is there a school for ungifted children? If there's such a thing, you'd be the bully.
Yeah, that's true. And your boy Oparin resigned, which is... I think it was quite a good decision to limit his sufferings in this game. I mean, the pawn would just run. I mean, that was just very easy. So let's have a look at the ranking after round 5. So Oparin is out. Gawain Jones with half out of 5 is indeed very much out. And Matthias Bluebaum and Sam Shankland have a very outside chance to make it.
Blueby, he looks focused.
And Naranayan as well. He has 3 out of 5 if he wins the last game against Peter Svidler. He has 4, and he has to hope that both Peter Svidler and Rauf Mamedov doesn't make more than half point in their last 2 games, which is possible. Who knows?
Also, look at Bluebaum's room. All the other rooms, there's all kinds of stuff all over the place. Bluebaum, just white walls. Focus.
That's true.
We don't have furniture in Germany. We feel it's distracting.
And the next game is in 15 minutes.
What? What are we going to do with all this time?
I don't know. That's... generally, it's pity I don't have my banter stuff. I would have played the game. Mersha. Hi. Hello. Hello, les corpos. Laurent forever. Hello, Yann too. This I like, this kind of introduction. You think he's French?
No, I think he's... Of course he's French.
Yeah, of course he's French. Mersha. How many players advance ask play like Smyslov? Only one. The winner takes it all. As ABBA used to sing. No confession, no. So do we get an interview with Peter if he wins or half?
Can we just talk to him now?
Yeah, maybe. Then he can complain to us. I mean,
of course.
Like, before he gets 5.5 out of 6. I mean, like, let him complain at 3.5 out of 4.
Nah, I'm sure we can interview him.
Yeah.
Maybe we have to add him to our Skype call. Can Tech Fresh add him? Later, I mean.
Later, yeah. I should plug this NDI. I'm a bit nervous about that, but yeah, the problem that in the Zoom, maybe you can join the Zoom call, and then you could listen to what he says, which is the same actually. I think it's not that complicated because yesterday I could listen, I could hear what he was saying.
Yeah. If you just send me the link, I can join.
I mean, it's on the, it's here. I'm showing you on my screen. You have to go to this place, which is a place you are trying to avoid, but yeah.
I have so many tabs open. I'm closing a lot of tabs. Currently, I'm closing Gawain Jones' Wikipedia page. Do you know that his full name is Gawain Christopher Bernard Jones?
I didn't know that, no.
Now you know.
Do you have another given name?
No, just Jan. We were
Just
very
Jan.
poor. 3 letters.
Yeah, that's not much. So, why I didn't play the tournament? Some guy from Bremen. I was invited actually for my team in Bremen. I'm playing for Werder Bremen now for 12 years. They did some open in memory of Mr. Meyer, who used to be the coach there. Klaus Dieter Meyer.
Klaus Dieter Meyer? Yeah. I got a lot of coaching from Klaus Dieter Meyer when I was young.
And he was so, I mean, I only knew him like in the last years of his life, and he was so passionate by chess. I mean, he was always coming to the club, watching our games, analyzing, asking questions. I was receiving mails like this after the weekends. Yeah, I mean, he really loved chess, and they decided to create this memoriam. But okay, I mean, I'm not. Unfortunately, I'm not. I'm tech fresh now. I'm not mind games fresh anymore. So I'm not playing that much, and I don't like to play opens. Actually. But Kolar's won. So, okay, congrats to him. It was a strong open with Donchenko, Romain Edouard.
So how's Romain Edouard? Is he fine?
He came, but he didn't play the last couple of rounds, which made me a bit worried. But he was fine, like 1 week ago.
Okay.
So I don't know. I just checked it, and he didn't play the last round at least. So that was a bit weird. I hope he's fine, but yeah.
We should mention, weird. I guess, this is not a secret, right? That
no, he tweeted it.
Yeah, he was in Karlsruhe for the Bundesliga finals, but then I'm not sure what happened, but he had to be hospitalized. On
his
day
back
one,
just
he couldn't move. He had some back cramps or something.
Exactly. He had some back.
Okay.
I mean, like, he called me. He was in his room, and he told me, like, okay, I cannot move 1 centimeter. My back is just blocked. That was weird, and he went to the hospital, and then it got better. Luckily, but now I hope he's okay, but I don't know. That was weird that he didn't play the last game because he's not this kind of guy.
Yeah. Anyway, all the best. Hope he's fully recovered.
And he came here to finish his video series about Benoni, which he made in 3 different languages. So in English, full repertoire as black, in French, and in Spanish. Only one man on earth could do better and will do better. It's our friend Jan Gustafsson, who might make a say one of these days in English, in German, in Spanish, in French, and in Dutch. That would be amazing. You don't speak some Swedish?
No. Like, I'm learning some Norwegian from my family, but not a whole lot.
It's the same, no?
Similar. It's pronounced the same, but they have different words for many things. While Norwegian and Danish, it's more or less the same words, but pronounced completely differently. So Magnus and Peter Heine, they have the same words, they just pronounce them completely different. I can see Peter now.
Transparency. How they pronounce that? No. Okay. You can see who? Peter. Ah, he left.
I joined the Zoom call.
Ah, no, he's here.
Yeah. He looks amused.
Yeah. You think he's... What is he doing during the breaks?
He's watching either browsing some news sites or he's watching Hearthstone or cricket. Probably Hearthstone.
And maybe both at the same time.
Yeah, that could be. Sam is also back. Where is Sam based these days?
I don't know. I mean, you are in. You should know, no?
I'm not exactly sure. Also, I'm not sure if I'm free to reveal his town. I would guess he's in California, no?
I have no clue.
Northern California?
Sam says Benoni is pathetic. He's entitled to his opinion, but it's a pretty decent opening that even people like Caruana played. So, I mean, at the top level, I think it's a bit tough, but if you are a club player and you want to win as black, I think it's and you are willing to take some risk. Why not?
Yeah, it's one of those. I also don't think it's a great opening objectively at the highest levels, but I wish I would be able to play it sometimes, just to create a mess. I wish I was a little bit taller.
I never felt comfortable against Benoni as white, to be honest. Like, always his counterplays, his pawn structure is weird. Your position looks very nice, but actually it's not that clear. Always some tricks. I mean, so it's not an easy opening.
Yeah, it's one of those where if I play with black, I feel I'm completely lost, but with white, I'll do all kinds of things to avoid it, like never push my pawn to d5.
Push your pawn to e3 instead.
No, knight f3. Trap is asking, who plays the next game? Show us the pairings.
Ah, I forgot about that. It is the pairings, round 6.
Round 6 already.
Russian battle. Peter Svidler as white against Jan's boy, Grigory Oparin. Sam Shankland as white against Rauf Mamedov. He can destroy Rauf's dream, maybe. And the last game, Matthias Bluebaum against Gawain Jones. So Matthias has some outside chance if he wins, and Sam and Oparin score something against Mamedov and Svidler. That's the pairings.
Ciel Bleu is saying, so Jan, I deduce you would allow the Vaganian gambit as white. Interesting. Yeah, please give me that pawn. Every game, mes amis. This e5, d5, I'm very happy about.
What is Vaganian gambit?
I think he means d4, knight f6, c4, c5, knight f3, cd, knight d4, e5, knight b5, d5.
Okay, so let's have a look at some chess. So d4, knight f6, c4. Again? No.
c5, knight f3. No, not d5. Sorry. Way too risky. I think this is the Vaganian gambit, no? d5, cd, bishop c5.
Yeah, and you play some...
I go back with my knight, and then I play g3, and then I enjoy my extra pawn. It's not so easy. There is some theory to it. But yeah, this I'm usually happy about.
So here d5, e6, and here we have some Benoni. So Roman chose this move order. So of course the main issue to go for this move order is this line with f4 and bishop b5 check.
No, I never do this f4. It's too complicated. I always play e4, g6 if I were to allow this. I play knight g2 here. It's very
knight g2, yeah? Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Because like a same-ish, but without f3. So it's much better.
And then where your bishop stand?
Oh, bishop e2, short castles, bishop g5, and then depending on circumstances. Peter Heine taught me long time ago. It's a very powerful system.
And it is, yeah?
I don't know, maybe Romain Edouard has covered it, but I think it's very good. Because in the same-ish you have this, but with a pawn on f3 already. And here we can wait for the rook to come to e8, and then we can play f3 if we have to. There's no counterplay with f5, so it's much better.
Wow, so deep.
Knowledge.
Let's see what he has against this. I mean, I'm not sure. This is not one of the main line, actually, what you suggest. The main, there is many lines, of course, but there is this e4, knight f3, bishop g7, h3, castle, bishop d3, which is one of the main
this I've played many times, but after b5, I think black is sort of making a draw, and also I wasn't sure how much better white is in these slower lines, as a6, a4, rook e8, and so on.
Yeah. And also here you can another topical line is bishop f4 followed by e3, h3, bishop e2.
Yeah, there also I had some questions. First of all, this a6, I wasn't sure how much this e3 is, and also bishop g7, these sharp lines I'm not so sure either, like queen a4 check or whatever they do it. It's very messy.
Something like that, yeah?
Yeah.
I think he's recommending that, yeah.
Yeah, it's tricky.
Of course, you can go for
so
e4, knight d2.
The Benoni. Monsieur Edouard, knight g2. What do you do?
I don't know. Can check it tonight if you want.
Sounds great. There's only so much Ninja Warrior Germany I can watch. Might as well check some Benoni. Do you have Ninja Warrior France?
Probably.
It's a great show. Ninja Warrior, le parcours des héros.
I'm not watching such.
Jeu télévisé français diffusé depuis le. What is diffusé? Cancelled?
No. It means that it's on. It's been shown.
Ah, okay. So no, you're in the same season as we. Season 5. It's very recommended. Ninja Warrior, le parcours des héros.
I'm not into such.
I know, that's why I have to tell you all these gems of pop culture that you would miss without me.
Look, who is in the chat? How bother?
Oh, Jules is there. See,
Jules
Jules
is
knows
there.
about life and Ninja Warrior.
There are some woman ninja warrior.
Yeah, there's female participants.
There is female participant. Okay, then.
The action continues. Enough nonsense.
Yeah.
Svidler, white against Oparin, who's a very strong player but has not shown in this tournament.
Some Spanish.
Yeah, good opening. Svidler will play some. Now he will think if castles knight takes e4, he doesn't know what to do, so he will play d3 after a while. And there you go. And b5, bishop c5, he will think again.
And go, what, c3?
Yeah,
a4?
probably. Nah, just c3. No debate.
Okay,
See?
that's what Oparin does. Knight c3 is as well a move here.
No, he will think and play c3.
Okay, what can I say? You know your boy.
I can read him. Like
a4 maybe? Start with a4 or not?
No. Not happening.
c3, yeah? No contact for the first 15 moves, yeah?
No touching. Pandemic chess.
Okay, so let's see. Sam,
Oh,
he played knight c3.
Knight c3 played. Oof.
With this devilish trick.
Oof. Now there's knight d5 or bishop g5. But knight d5, there's the Gustafsson line, very powerful. Bishop e6.
Yeah, I played it actually.
Oh no, but I play h6. No, I think I play h6.
You play h6,
bishop
yeah.
e6.
Yeah, and here there is this. How does that work? Like
What?
this trap. Like, let's go. I go c3, you go castle.
Rook
Here,
g1 or
here.
takes bishop d5 and rook g1, yeah?
Yeah, rook g1 followed by g4, g5, and it's actually crushing.
Yeah, it's tricky. h5 best move, it's very good.
Oh,
But of course, there are many options. To avoid this, it's just the one
Of
trick
course,
that white has.
Oparin knows this. He plays
You can
h6.
start with rook b8 here if you want to, and bishop e6 I think is also a good move.
Yeah, so he will probably play c3. And it's... Yeah, he played c3.
Now we'll see. Rook b8 is the
Gustafsson
main
line, bishop e6.
is my line.
I played bishop. He played rook b8.
Oparin. It's also a good move. He's taking the sting out of this knight takes f6 followed by bishop d5 because now you can play bishop e7. Knight e7, sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Now you can castle. Okay, white castled anyway, but now you can just go here, hit the bishop, and you see the importance of the move rook a8 to b8. And let's see Sam against Ralph. Wow. Knight f3, g6, c3, and he thought for 3 minutes. Play bishop g7. d4 takes. And d6, which is... just gives the center for nothing. This shouldn't be good, but the usual with Ralph. Avoiding
Ralph
any...
will have some tricks. But he also likes to avoid theory.
I mean, this is just slightly better for white, for sure. Knight c6, okay. And I'm not sure you want probably to play e5, so d5 might be something to consider. What's going on after d5, actually? If you go knight e5, I never really liked such, because now your bishop is a bit tapped, but can go e6 next and pretend it's nothing, but I don't know. Also, you have the Magnus Carlsen
Knight b8.
maneuver.
But
Knight
usually
b8.
he wants... okay. But he will go c6 later, so yeah, knight b8
Yeah.
would be his style.
e6. Yeah. Bishop e3 played after e5. Maybe you just want to take and get a nice ending. Slightly better. And absolutely no risk. Okay. Anyway, he needs to win, but that is a nice position for white, right?
This is what I would dream of at night. No risks, slightly better pieces, bishop on g7, a little misplaced. This is very nice.
And he played d5.
That's more his style. e5, knight e4. But it's also risky.
Doesn't look very
This
good
is a
to me.
big game. Shankland might checkmate him, or he might get tricked later. It's gonna be very key for the outcome of this tournament.
Yeah. And the last game is not so relevant for the final ranking.
Oh,
Probably.
Bluebaum, always topical, playing this bishop e2, bishop e3. Tricky system. Keeping h4, g4 as options. Knight a6 I thought was most critical, but what happened here? Knight a6 played here.
No jokes.
No messing around. Queen a5, threatening knight takes e4. You can go f3 or bishop f3.
You want
Complex.
f3.
You went f3, yeah?
Oof.
Bishop takes g4, ale. Gawain is in the mood. How does this work? f3, knight e4, queen a4. What's the trick?
I'm afraid Gawain is running out of tricks by now.
Yeah, okay, it continues, but it's hard to believe
Yeah.
it's enough. No, rook c1.
I have two options here: rook c8 or take the pawn. Probably rook c8.
Yeah, rook c8, I guess.
Sorry?
Yeah, I guess rook c8. No, yeah, maybe it continues.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But looks like a tilt, huh?
Yeah,
Just to have fun, I
he's
mean.
not playing for anything, so why not have a little fun at it?
Yeah, that's true.
Because what's more fun than sacrificing a piece?
Making a quick draw.
Yeah, that's us, but not Gawain. He enjoys chess.
Okay, let's have a look at Paul Botta. Castle, bishop e3, bishop e6, and now d4, which is clearly trying to win a piece. Does that win a piece?
Is this a blunder?
Oof.
Oparin.
Your boy Oparin is just... So let's
Just
show
out.
why. If you just move the bishop, then it's very... It's just a fork. Very simple one. So now
Also
you have
this-
to take...
Yeah, such an obvious theme. No, if you go rook b8, you're not in time to play bishop e6. The idea of rook b8 is that you take on d5 and all these positions. So yeah, Oparin not doing great. Oparin is a fantastic player.
So what does Peter think now?
Peter's thinking, I don't know what he's thinking. He probably can't believe
His luck. And that
his
will
luck.
stop. That will
That-
end in the very next game, huh?
the tremendous Oparin allowed this, but he also thinks Ralph is going to win anyway, and then I'll be a big underdog in the last game. So let's not get too excited.
Yeah. So d4 and yeah, you don't have any. Okay, the chess 24 engine thinks it's okay. So let's have a look. No, my engine thinks it's +2 for white, and it's a weak stockfish, but decent enough to figure out if you lose a piece or not. Takes. Okay. Yeah, you have to do
Maybe
something
you get
like
two
that.
pawns, but hard to believe it's enough. DC, it's a bit trickier. What do we have to
Yeah,
play,
actually
C4
you have queen
or-
b1 here,
Oh,
but now it's I'm a bit cheating here.
Okay, but this is not so easy. Knight d4, even if you saw this, like, it wouldn't be so obvious, no? Like, to go
Knight d4, I just take...
you take a couple times.
Yeah.
Okay, but not so simple.
So takes on e4.
Come on, Oparin, put up a fight. Of course, we want Peter to win, but we want him to get challenged along the way so that we all learn a valuable lesson.
I have nothing else.
That'd be tough.
Sorry?
Queen b1 is a tough move.
No, but I don't think it's easy on the move.
c4?
c4, yeah? Ah, no.
Curious.
Takes knight d4. And you just lose it back, actually.
This is it, yeah?
Yeah?
No, not easy.
Did you see
Maybe
that?
Peter's calculating.
Can I play some clever move like that? Yeah, this is probably as well. Good. Queen c2, attacking the knight. And you got a problem if you go... Yeah, whatever you do. If you go f5, I have this very simple trick. Which doesn't work, actually.
Do you think when Peter saw he played Oparin, he thought, oh, that's a good parin?
Probably. Knight
You're
b4.
never very impressed with my witty jokes. Also, I'm very, very upset that earlier when I said Tel Aviv, as we say in France, you just ignored it. I'll just keep saying it.
I didn't get it.
Because in
France,
people
C'est
say
la vie, Tel Aviv. Oof. Okay.
If you have to explain the jokes, they're always much funnier.
To explain the Jones. Yeah.
Oh, now we're talking.
Okay, he took on e4. So now Peter wants to resign, yeah? He fell into some trap.
Peter will shake his head now. He fell for it. The Oparin homework.
Yeah, Queen c2, Bishop f5. Yeah, I agree. That's a move, but if I take...
How does this
What
continue?
do you do?
Knight g3, we're in good shape, no? Like Queen
Yeah, it takes...
This looks winning, actually,
Yeah.
long term.
Yeah, this looks winning, yeah. Yeah, Queen b1 is stronger. That's a terrible joke.
We have input from CP Countered. Always good to hear from you, CP Counter. He's saying sound and stream not synchrone. That means in sync. Tech press, what can we do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Reboot.
But is it out of sync?
I mean,
What's first, the sound?
What do I know? I mean,
I can teach Laurent.
Sometimes it happens.
You can add some delay in XSplit. Click on audio settings. And we can add some delay.
Okay. What is it?
But I'm not sure if the info is correct.
Yeah.
If in doubt, you know how to get to the delay?
No.
Okay, let me... Wow, live tech. So you can click on the thing called Open Audio Mixer, no? Next to the speaker symbol.
Yeah. Here?
Yeah, you click on Device Settings.
No, it's not here. You're not just trying to fool me around. Open. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Device Settings. Now you click on Delay.
But, yeah. Okay.
And put in 500. Click on it.
500?
Yeah, let's go for 500.
Really, yeah?
Yeah.
So you're doing that on a regular basis, or?
All the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Why is it?
But hang on. This is... yeah, let's go with that.
You sure, yeah? Okay.
No. Probably also for microphone, which I've added. So if it's worse now, blame Laurent.
If it's better, please congratulate. Send your money to Jan. to take Jan. So let's have a look at this Sam versus Mamedov. Laurent is in sync, Jan is not.
It's because my sound is coming from our Skype call. Your sound is coming from your microphone. Oof, tech is such a mess.
Yeah. Okay.
See, it's better.
Ready?
Tech Jan.
I'm very impressed. Rook takes c3, queen b6, castle, takes, f6. I will stop this engine. Who is better and why? Probably white a little bit, but not that much actually. If you take, I just take. I still have to develop this bishop. No, it took with the bishop.
Some mild pressure, no? Rook c1.
That's a game.
I took with the bishop, yeah? Yeah, still rook c1.
I don't like to taking with the bishop, but yes, that's a matter of style. Wow, now both in sync. That's very impressive. How did you... I mean, like... Okay. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I should post more about my achievements in our internal forums, so the world hears about it. I only talk to Mr. Dodgy Chess about my technical prowess.
Okay. You think you are the more competent guy you are the most competent guy in Chess 24?
Depends on the topic. When it comes to Marshall Gambit, yes. When it comes to tech, no.
But when it comes to general abilities, let's say.
No, I don't think I have a lot of general abilities.
Okay.
I don't have your people skills or your handyman skills. Like when it comes to fixing a light bulb, I know you're amazing. Well, I'm useless.
Okay. And okay, let's. He played Queen B1.
Wow, Peter's amazing at chess. He doesn't have to be a generalist. Although he is, he's good at everything. Cricket trivia, Hearthstone trivia, chess trivia, poker trivia.
That's not
pop culture trivia.
That's not so difficult. That was not that easy as well, but that was not so incredibly difficult, no?
I don't know. I'm impressed.
Okay.
Especially...
No, but he's very good, yeah.
Because he had to have seen this bishop d5, rook d1, knight d4, take everything, no?
Yeah. No, I mean, it's not... Yeah, no, of course. No, it's not trivial, yeah. But he's good. I mean, what can you do?
Yeah. Great music taste, too. Enjoys his Bob Dylan. Vintage video games.
So... Yeah, let's see what Ralph is doing. Still, I mean, like, yeah, that's not pleasant for black.
Jules is saying f5 knight b4.
Yeah, but he's a bit...
Jules talks a lot about the knight b4.
That's a good one.
I'm here all day.
That was the first very good joke.
Thank you.
This is true, actually. It's true story. F5 knight b4. Yeah. Bravo, Jules. Great tactical skills.
Amazing.
Yeah, so talented. So yeah, the point if he's takes, and that's game over. Even bishop f5 might come. So actually, you don't have a move here.
No, this looked forced. Rook d1, knight d4, queen c4, but if neither works, what can you do?
Do we have some chances here to escape? This pawn is hanging. If knight d4, there is knight e5, I guess. I'm sure about that. I'm not sure about that, actually.
I have no idea how we got here. This doesn't look so clear, no?
Knight d4, what do you do?
Bishop d4. Looks winning, no?
95, yeah.
BC1 or 95.
Yeah, it's 3 pawns, but it's 3.
Yeah, but they're not moving.
No, they're not moving anywhere. So Peter just winning. Yeah, no moves. Yeah, for black to continue a decent fight. The point as well after c4. Of course, you don't take here because bishop d5. Some nice intermezzo. Zug. Yeah.
Zwischenzug.
But you just play bishop c2, attacking this knight, and this is over. It is a piece.
Polborta, very focused.
Yeah. He did very well in the Legends.
It's crushing.
He qualified quite comfortably for the semifinals. Okay, then he played against Magnus. That was a bit too tough, but yeah, he did very well.
Yeah, it's a very, very strong chess player. Earlier there was the comment that it's wrong that such a strong player, such as Peter, should have to qualify, which I understand, but also Peter is the number 25 in the world, and I'm assuming most players in the field will be top 10 adjacent, so while I agree that Peter belongs in any field, then who do you not invite? So it's very tricky, like, because you can't invite all the top 20 or top 25 players in the world.
Who you don't invite? I have an answer.
I know
actually.
you have a list.
I have a list. One name came to mind immediately, but I don't know.
Which name is that?
No, I'm not. You can guess. Okay, I'll hook this one. And he just gave a pawn. Yeah, it was a very difficult situation for black, actually. Just very unpleasant, and maybe the best. Yeah, you just give these pawns a bit in the spirit of the marshal. Let's say you have these two bishops, and you have.
Chess fan is saying, but Peter was top 4 in the last tournament he played. In the last tour, top 4 we're playing next event always. Don't make me argue against Peter. I don't want to. But this is a new tour. Has nothing to do with the last tour. I'd be thrilled to have Peter in as a player. I'd also be thrilled to have him as a commentator. So I'm always torn. But
Hi, Eshakemat.
yeah. Ciel Bleu is correcting me. It's not. He says it's not Zugzwang. It's Zug.
You think that's funny, yeah?
I think it's very funny.
Okay. So how do you like winning chances of Sam?
Some winning chances.
Yeah. That's fair to say. Okay, so now it's all looking very, very good for Peter Svidler, who is just most likely winning his game. We don't see how to put up a decent fight for black. Neither computer do, so does.
Chess fan 993 is saying, still I think Peter is the only player in this field who can play with top 10 players on equal terms. I agree with you, but is your point then that he should have been invited directly to the main event, which I also wouldn't disagree with. I'm just, pointing out that there's a lot of great players.
Yep. Yeah, that's true as well. The point made by Selblus that Peter won't be offended to play this, to go through the qualifiers, no?
I don't know. I think Peter, rightly, takes pride in his chess ability. Of course, he's always incredibly friendly and low-key and so on, but often people mistake it with that he's fine with anything and he doesn't care. He does care, and he's a great chess player. Otherwise, if you're not a little competitive, you don't win the Russian championship 8 times. Because I feel, I'm not even talking about this event, but sometimes you have, or you feel, once again, I can't talk for anybody really here, that Peter doesn't mind or something if he's not, let's say, on the Russian national team. And I think he does mind. Like, he won't complain openly or say, I'm stronger than that guy or stronger than this guy. But I do know that he's serious about his chess.
Okay. Yeah, but now, objectively speaking, as you said, I mean, he's number 25 in the world, so... I mean...
Yeah, somehow I'm arguing both sides of this argument. I should stop.
So now he's thinking here, he can play some Zug. CB5. Just to exchange some more.
Knight C3, BC, we win, yeah?
Yeah, not completely sure actually.
I'm always a bit scared of this rook, like rook FD8, but I guess it's,
But anyway, he took on B1 after thinking for a bit. Okay, B1, and now knight D4 came, and I guess he would just take with the bishop. And what we were showing, and he did it, so we actually predicted what happened. So now rook BC1 or knight E5.
I like rook BC1, just feels clean. Knight E5, rook E8 looked too complex.
Which one? This one?
Rook F8, yeah. Rook BD8.
Ah, that's true actually. Take here and who knows, yeah?
Maybe white is winning, but why?
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Just rook C1 I thought was simple.
Yeah, rook C1. He has to go rook E8, let's say, to prevent that. But you can even... You have to go king F1, I guess. Is that so easy, actually?
I would think so. King F1. Knight E1, knight D3 if needed.
Yeah, but now I can...
Some counterplay.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. And that's why he won knight D2, actually. Just to be able to... Yeah. King F1, rook E1. That looks a bit better for... I mean, like winning for white, yeah. And like a very, very solid plan.
There are questions. Where's Laurent Trent?
You tweeted. You are mocking him this morning, yeah?
I think it was... I was just thinking of him, and I saw this picture of a handsome young man that reminded me of him. I hope he does not take it as an offense, because I just miss him. But you have to admit that the young Kavalek looked a little like Lawrence, no?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. No, a lot, actually. The hair. I mean, the...
No, I meant the face.
Ah, you meant the face? Really?
I don't know. I should just stop. I'm very worried about offending people these days, because I never want to. I just want to be funny. But I feel I have to mature a bit, that you can't try to be funny if the punchline is someone else and you might hurt their feelings.
Oof.
Especially with guys that, don't deserve this at all. So, from now on,
you will only be mean with me.
Yeah. And play like Smyslov is saying, it would be great to have a commentator without strong French or German accent for a change. We'll work on that. And no offense, of course, none taken whatsoever. Both Laurent and Jan are fantastic.
Thank you.
These statements are a little contradictory, no? But yeah, thanks for the input. Play like Smyslov. I'm sure your wishes will be heard, and we will be put to talk about the tournament in our native tongues so that our accents don't bother people.
Do you have an accent in German? Like?
Yeah, there were complaints about that too. That sometimes I swallow some of the vowels. I have an accent in all the languages.
Yeah.
What about your French? Do you speak good French?
No, I had some accent because I come from the south. But now it's okay. I lost it. I mean, it was okay to have the accent. So, okay, let's go back to chess. Matthias Bluebaum is winning. Just piece up. Didn't work out for Gawain. So, let's have a look at Sam with... Yes, it's pawn up, but... It looks like possible to defend as black here. You just want rook a8 next.
Yeah. Rook c3 or rook a5 played also.
Rook a5 to prevent rook c8.
Prophylactic thinking. You can see all the coaching that Sam went through. The b6, what's his point? Back, yeah?
Yeah, back.
Deep.
Are you mocking? See why people get... Because here...
No, that was genuine.
That's come on. That was not... that was not... No, you cannot...
You stop rook c8.
No, please, you cannot... Because now rook c8 is... because a6 is hanging.
Of course.
I didn't see that. Did you? It was really... I'm not sure. Pascal has an accent in English, actually. Okay. This I didn't think so, actually. I mean, who am I to judge, huh? People accent.
No, still. That's one of the beauties of life. We can judge even though we're not perfect ourselves.
So a5 now.
Let's face it.
All
a5, preparing rook c8, but now... now 97, you think?
Why not? It's played. I mean, makes a lot of sense. I want to take another pawn. And this is all very good for the 8 times Russian champion. Okay, knight. Now knight b6 is probably very, very strong. And here we have a problem as black. If you go k6, takes, and now there is no more two bishops, so this pawn is a bit weak. So I don't know, maybe rook a c3. Looks very good for white. So he just decided against knight b6, which is a small surprise, but now becomes clear that he has another idea. He just wants to get some attack. You see this king, even without queens, it's a pretty weak. If you let me do rook e3, rook e7, this is game over. This rook is very well placed. This bishop as well. That looks difficult for Ralph here.
Yeah, Sam.
He's helping.
A bit too late to compete for first, but he's pushing back into this tournament.
Yeah, and helping Peter, basically.
Yeah, I'm sure they're on great terms. They played this match in Groningen where they shared many a meal and a laugh. So I'm sure Sam is happy that he can help Peter out. Why are you laughing at? No.
Can help Peter out. No.
Wordplay.
Yeah, as well. I'm not sure they did share meals or.
I guess so. I don't know, actually. I'm just talking nonsense, but I guess so. I think it was a very small, intimate event.
You think so, yeah? Okay. No, because when you play a match with someone, maybe you just...
Yeah, that's fair. Maybe you keep your distance, but I think it's,
We didn't share meals when we played our match.
No.
Even it was very friendly. I mean, you were very friendly. I mean, I was not... didn't want to be too friendly. Okay. I like to... I don't know why. You just reminded me this... I was saying that 2011 was a great year for you. And then I just,
No,
everything...
I said 2008 and 2010.
You didn't say 11?
No.
Ah, then okay. Then it was close to 11. So
11 was a rough year.
Oh, you won this title with the German
so
team. So
rough.
this is just amazing. Okay.
Amazing.
And now Half is defending, he's fighting. And maybe it's not so bad. He missed probably bishop f7. And now he's harassing this rook. And if you exchange one pair of rook, you are doing well. I mean, well. You are doing
good drawing chances.
less worse than before. And this guy Oparin is defending how he can, but no, it's lost.
Just rook c4? No, it's lost, no?
Yeah, rook c4.
Looks hopeless, actually. Rook b4 or whatnot.
Yeah, it's 2 pawns, but this is just too weak. I can come here.
Sooner or later, things will drop.
Exactly. So let's have a look at Half and Sam. This is the last chance for Sam to come back in the tournament, so he has to take some risk. Thank you, GM Ariane. Was saying Fressinet and Jan's video series are really fun, so I don't understand their chess, but I understand their jokes.
We should do a new educational chess series at some point.
Was it? You mean like this, about these pawns? That was the only one actually we did together. This pawn structure. Yeah.
Not the only one, no? We did this.
Yeah, but
World Championship match.
Yeah, but we were not only the
and 2008.
We were not only the two of us. We did a lot with Peter Heine, Mr. Nielsen.
Rolling his eyes.
Yeah. Only when I was starting talking. Not for you.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Even when I mentioned that he was rolling his eyes, he started to roll his eyes.
It's also true.
Okay, I think Half is good.
Dodgy Chess is asking, when do we get to hear Laurent's top 50 players of all time? No, we talked about this. I think we talked about it on the air. That Peter Heine, he's very eager to do at least a bonus video or a bonus series where the three of us evaluate your chances against in a 10-game match against everyone.
Okay, but I have to step up my historical background. I mean, I saw some
also
names.
Don't know. That's why it's fun to do.
Yeah, I never saw a game from some people you're mentioning.
For me, my honest opinion is, I think the cutoff is Lasker. I think I would beat everyone before Lasker and lose to everyone afterwards. Now, of course, you're a more established chess player than me, so I'm curious where the cutoff is for you. Also, of course, it depends on the circumstances. Let's say Tal against Fressinet, with your knowledge, your preparation, against
my tactical
Tal
abilities,
trying to sacrifice pieces. What would happen?
I mean, in his best years, I would lose for sure. Yeah.
I don't know. It's a genuine question.
No, I mean, I would lose for sure.
I think I'd be a huge underdog against all these guys. Yeah. But it's so hard to compare.
Yeah, it's so hard to compare. No, I agree. But
maybe
still,
if you had his games and you can out-prepare him and have winning positions. Like
okay, if he knows I'm 10 times better prepared than him, probably because of computer and so on, and he plays some copy.
But then he's no longer Tal, yeah.
But if you play some caps, I mean, like you play some random cap, I mean, like no chance, no.
Also, does he know that you're from the future and you have all this technology? So it depends on the rules.
No, but the problem as well, I mean, like, they had completely different time control. I mean, like, they had this 2.5 hour for 30 moves or something like that. I mean, something ridiculous. And like 1 hour, basically it was then 1 hour for 15 moves. Extras, and you had these adjourned games. And of course, when you check games after move 40, if you adjourn the game, of course, the level of play will be like 10 times higher than if you play over the board. If you play the next day, I mean, let's say both of us, even without computer, if we start analyzing all our endgames after move 40, even without computer, we would play much better in endgames.
Yeah, maybe not us, but I think that's a fair point in general, that often there's a criticism that the new generation, they don't study their endgames or they don't know their endgames. It's very different if it's adjourned and you have many hours to check it than if you keep playing and you're fatigued after a 4-6 hour fight.
I had an adjourned games because I was born long time ago, and I still lost Rook and Bishop against Rook. That was not my best.
I've had some adjourned games.
my best achievement.
Do you think Gawain Jones had adjourned games?
I don't think so.
Maybe adjourned. That was weak. I take that back. That was weak even for my standards.
That was.
Peter is winning now. He's.
Are you sure?
Or is he? I was gonna say he's converted his advantage into
because
winning.
Here, you just don't pass. No? You just don't make it. Maybe you make it actually.
Maybe you have to calculate some king e5, f4 or something. Or king f5.
King g5, yeah.
Also, is this easily winning? King g5, king e5, king h5, king f4, let's say.
Okay, this is the game anyway. Let's see.
This is the game, yeah?
I think he will come here, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah.
King d7, now you have to play. King g5, g6 is the only move. King f6, king e8, and king g7, I guess, is the starting position. Or maybe, yeah. King g7, king e7, and now you cannot... Can you? No, he went h4. Okay. Is it winning? f4, f5? Okay, that's very simple. That's the Soviet school of chess, yeah?
I think this knowledge was available to us in the West.
Let's ask Alireza.
So f5, king h7, how do we win?
You just take on f7.
Yeah, that looks convincing. f4, king g5, and this is it.
Yeah. It was played. And he can resign. He will. Let's have a look at Ralph, who is defending his position. Yeah, fighting well. Rook g2 is kind of threat. So maybe bishop f2, but then you can just... take here, just rook f6. That's the point.
Ooh.
But
he winning?
He played f4. I don't know if it was winning, but... Takes, rook c4 check. And in the meantime... Is that winning, Peter? Oh, look at the defense. He takes. I mean, if you do that, it's just a draw, huh? If you don't do that, king h6, the only move, king g4, king g7, h5.
It's just winning, no? Queen f1, queen h1. Oof.
Just in time, yeah?
Justin Timberlake.
h5 takes and he played king g5. Okay, this is just over. Same. Anyway, so Peter won.
He won, yeah?
Yeah.
Game over?
Yeah, game over. And now, let's see. Ralph is defending while Gawain Jones is still a piece down, so he will probably lose. Anyway, it doesn't matter now. It's really a 2-horse race.
Key game for Ralph. Yeah, he has to hold in order to still have a chance.
Yeah. No. If he loses, then he has to win the last round and hopes that Peter loses, but that's and wins the tiebreak.
GM Aryan is asking, what do you guys eat while training sessions with Magnus? Want to hear? It's different for everybody. Laurent has very specific food habits. I'm not sure if this has been talked about on the program before. But it's not easy to satisfy his needs.
I'm not going to comment that.
You're not even answering, yeah? This topic is so toxic for you.
It's not racist, but it's very... We are in the neighborhood already.
Wow. So you disagree that you have specific food habits and you're sometimes unhappy.
It's specific for you, but for...
being offered.
Specific for you. I mean, okay, you're entitled to have your...
Okay, no
opinion.
I know this topic upsets you,
but so yeah, that's true. That you know, I mean, like,
but sometimes it can be tough for you. That's all I'm saying. If there's, certain choices are not available.
What is the German specialty, food-wise?
No, we don't have any food culture. That's also why we don't have any particular needs. Like, I'm happy with any food. Anyway, sorry, GM Aryan. We can't elaborate.
Pat Zerlian is asking, did you learn a regular job, Fress? I mean, look at me.
Tech Fress.
Mm-hmm. Schnitzels. Exactly. This is what I wanted.
Ciel Bleu is saying, Mr. Fressinet is from the southwest. It's not baguette diet there. It's foie gras, Armagnac, chocolatine, oysters from Arcachon, etc. There you go.
As usual, Mr. Ciel Bleu is right. Yeah, I mean, it's not so easy to find foie gras when we have training camps, no? Or snails.
No, it's not like you haven't tried.
That's true.
Oh boy. So what's happening in the tournament? Mamedov should draw this, even though it's not trivial.
No, it's not easy, no.
These things with little time, it's very messy.
Yeah, it's not funny.
And if he loses, that would mean Peter only needs to draw in the last round to be sure, while Mamedov would have to win either way. I have a feeling Sam might win this. This is very tricky with limited time.
Must be motivated, yeah? He likes to break people's dream, no?
He makes a living crushing people's dreams.
He makes a living crushing people's dreams. Yeah, that's true. That's actually completely correct, yeah. And one more time. I think he will do it. Just rook f8, rook d8 now. Yeah, rook f8, you just bring the king one more step in the wrong direction, and then you go rook d8. And look at this bishop. And then you push, and king might come if the rook goes behind. Yeah, he's trying bishop h3, but then I will just push here. I have a nice trick for you. I'm sure you will love it.
Wow. Amazing.
And you cannot go here because it's like... But he played rook b8, bishop d7. Now you can go... Rook b7, bishop e8 is the same... d6, rook d1. It's probably what's going to happen. Yeah, so bishop e8 is on the board. And now d6 is very tempting because you just want to, well, to queen your pawn. So rook d1. Now it's probably what he's calculating. King e5. You want... But won't be that easy because king e6. Not that easy, no.
Looks very tough for black to me.
Dutch defender is a big Sam fan.
Allez, Sam.
Allez, les Américains. So.
Mr. Dodgy Chess, also big Sam fan.
Allez.
Says go Shanky. Or maybe he's just rooting for Svidler indirectly.
Ah, of course.
He's cunning like that.
Rook d1 check, bishop d4, I guess. Is a way to go. And d7 is still major threat. I think it's winning now.
D Hassel is asking how many people qualify from this event. Just one.
Just one.
It's like Highlander. So currently Svidler's in the lead. Maybe we can look at the standings again. And Mamedov, this is a key game. If Mamedov draws this, then he still has a good chance in the last round. He'd only be half point behind. Well, if he loses, the going would get very, very tough. Svidler facing Narayanan in the last round. If Mamedov were to lose this, Svidler would only need a draw. Be a big favorite to get that. Well, if Mamedov draws, we still have a lot of action at our hands.
Let's here, king b6. Ah, you can even take the pawn. Yeah, no, this is just gone. Yeah, you can do whatever you like. The king is too far. The pawn is too close. White pieces are just too good.
Yeah, great technique.
King b6, yeah. This is just over.
C'est fini.
So do you think Narayan will give a quick draw to Svidler? Or?
I don't know. I guess they will just play normally. Because it always looks strange. Because it looks like you're favoring someone if you give the big draw there, even though he has nothing to play for. So I do not know.
Okay, but let's see. Half is still hanging there, yeah? If d7, I think d7 is too early. I go bishop e6. And you cannot go king c6 because of check. You cannot really protect that pawn. So that would be a blunder. And now I want to come with the king quickly. I think he should have taken the pawn, actually. So Sam is messing this up a little bit. King c7 back. Wants to push. If bishop e6, just take the pawn. No, okay. I spoke, of course, way too fast. King c7 is a good move. Now take on b5, and yeah. That's one pawn too many.
Yeah. Rafaela Hux is saying, wasn't chess solved in like 1998? Don't know why people still play it. That's true. But bare knuckle boxing was also solved in 1975. Like you just hit them really hard. And it's still very popular. And it's a bit the same with chess. It's no longer an intellectual challenge, but we do love to see the action. People pushing each other to the brink. So I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, this is just... No. Poor Ralph. He will try everything to save it, but...
Yeah, but no chance. There's also no tricks. It's just question of time. Rook e8, rook e7, at some point something's gonna break.
Even something like that, I think it could be just okay. Yeah. Ah, okay, shade. No, we don't need such. Okay, rook b7.
Same.
Offering some trades, which is good for white, obviously, because you just go to c7 with a king and push both of them. So now you have to... bishop d7, yeah? Now I can just take, I think. Takes, king c6. King e6, b6, b7. If rook d8, king c7, rook d7, king c8. This looks completely hopeless to me. But of course you don't need that. You can just pin the guy, just rook c7. And then arrange the pawn march. Let's see if Sam wants to finish this game in style. You think Peter is watching this game, or?
The same game?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably is. He's sweating it. He looks nervous.
He took on d7. Okay. Yeah, I think that's just... Yeah, rook d8, king c7. And... king e6, b6. And if rook goes there, I can even go just d7. I want to queen, rook h8, and here. Basically any move, even b6 wins. Bishop e7. King c7.
I'd go bishop e7, just to make sure.
That's you! You want to make sure. Rook d8 played. d7 would be a massive blunder. Why?
Not happening.
King e6 and takes. That is not good. Yeah, of course, he played king c7. And even for a tricky guy like half, it's over. It's pity. I mean, no, I like Peter. I mean,
Sam
no,
once again, crushing people's
but
dreams.
we don't have so much for the last round. I mean, it's not so exciting. Might just be over after very quickly. d7, yeah, this is correct. Okay, king d5 is the last trick. I can even go b6. Takes b7. One queen, another queen. That was played. And I guess half will just resign here.
Eclectic saying, isn't pancake soup a German specialty? I found it delicious. Does the French cuisine have anything to match it? No, I'm sure you mean well, eclectic. But first of all, I've never heard of pancake soup. And secondly, let's not pretend that we have a German cuisine that can't be matched. It's not what we do. But thank you, eclectic. It's a nice notion.
Okay, let's have a look.
What's pancake soup, though?
I have no clue. I will let you discuss. I will live for I will live for a bit. 4 minutes.
What will you do?
I will. I'm not going to reveal that. I'm going to. This is private.
Okay, so it's not MD.
This I consider private as well.
Fair enough.
Okay, I come back before the game. You have the ranking here, and as you see,
thank you.
This is basically over.
So the final round is about to begin. Peter Svidler has 1 full point between himself and his close challenger, Rauf Mamedov, going into this final round. The tie breaks are: first is points scored, so that looks good for Svidler. Second is direct encounter, which was a draw. Third is number of wins, which, yeah, is equal in case Svidler loses the last and Mamedov wins the last. Fourth is Sonneborn Berger. I have no clue who'd be ahead there. Therefore, should Peter lose and Mamedov win, we have a bit of math to do. But of course, it's a long shot. And Peter Svidler, the 8-time Russian champion, the expert Leisure Suit Larry video game player, has it in his own hands to win this tournament convincingly in this last round. Svidler facing Narayanan with the black pieces. A draw is enough for him. While Ralph Mamedov has the white pieces against Matthias Bluebaum, the German number 1. So, what will we see in the Svidler game? Will it be a quick draw? Will it just be a hard-fought game? Will Svidler get a good position, then offer a draw? We do not know, but I could not be any more excited. And yeah, it adds to my excitement that I do think this tournament will be over before 8:15 when Sommerhaus der Stars is shown on German TV. So, Peter Svidler has all the chances to end this tournament victoriously right here, right now. And Champy, big math expert, is saying if Mamedov wins and Svidler loses, they are tied. If Shanky wins with black, otherwise Mamedov is ahead. Wow. So Shankland once again could be the X factor here. But of course, it's a big if Svidler loses and Mamedov wins. There's a question if there is a move minimum for draws. I haven't seen it. I would assume not. But we'll find out. Will we find out? No, I just think there's no move minimum for draws.
No.
This is a somewhat casual rapid tournament. Make a draw whenever you want. And Laurent is back.
Yeah. Ooh. One question from Dessel. When does the Champions Tour start and how many events are included? It starts late November 23rd, according to Jan. 21st, according to me. So probably somewhere in that region.
Probably somewhere in the middle, so 22nd.
And there are 11 events, I think, with a prize fund of $1.5 million. So it's just a massive tour, even bigger than the previous one.
That's what she said. Narayanan against Svidler.
We don't know yet. We don't have.
Svidler
it's not announced.
With the black pieces. Draws enough.
So when does it end? Next year. One per month, basically. Except January, as far as I heard. But yeah, this is not yet defined. But with a big final, it's the usual thing.
Yeah, I guess a lot of things also depend on the pandemic and what other tournaments will happen when and so on. These are uncertain times we live in.
Exactly.
Except for Paris, where it's certain you don't leave the house between 9 and 6.
Exactly. 9 and
Are you
9 p.m.
Okay,
let's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is it on the streets generally? Are you allowed to move around, quote unquote, freely, or can you only go out for, let's say, shopping, doctor, work?
We can go out freely, but with a mask. We have to wear the mask everywhere.
Also outside, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, when you are outside of your house, you have to wear the mask in every places.
I see. So if you attend a restaurant?
No, if you go to the restaurant, then you can, I mean, in order to eat and drink, you can take off your mask.
Yeah. There's no real way around that, of course, but I always found it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Strange thing somehow.
Yeah, that's true. But not more than 6 people allowed. Group of 6. Maximum in restaurants.
You mean on one table?
Yeah, on one table.
Okay. That would be a record in German restaurant attendance, pandemic or not, like 6 people. Together, no one knows that many people.
Oof, Excalibur. We had an interview with club director of Chart and, of course, of Chart. This is the city where Aliaza lives, and he told us that Aliaza would like to have the French passport. So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense as... the games have started. Oh, sorry. As he lives in France now. Oof, sorry. That's my mistake. Take first mistake. So, let's see the opening. Knight f3, knight f6, c4, c5, knight c3. And this is a topical line. This came back to a Grunfeld, actually. To this e3 Grunfeld. That's, I think, a pure transposition.
Oh, but this is a sort of topical line. Yeah, this stuff I've seen before. Some options. You can try to grab the pawn, knight b3, bishop c3, and take on d5, but sort of risky. There are some subtle moves here, like rook e8, I think, was the main move.
So, it's clear that Narayan seems to play a normal game.
Yeah, this is just a normal line here. Rook e8 played by Svidler. Yeah, still book.
I'm not sure. Bishop g5 maybe is a move.
Bishop
you have some d6 ideas.
Trying to recall if h3 I think was maybe the main move here.
Yeah.
Stopping some bishop g4, like as usual. Hard to remember anything. Which
And let's see how Alf is playing very aggressively. He's in a must-win situation. Playing this tricky line. Giving a pawn.
Oh, this line is not so stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, just not taking back the pawn and... Yeah, playing for some compensations.
It's a long-term pawn sacrifice. And let's see how Bluebaum handles it. He takes the pawn. Bluebaum. Big French opening specialist.
Yeah, and white position would be great with the pawn b2. But without it, it's just compensations. Is it enough or not? This is hard to say. Is it more than enough, maybe? As well. This is just interesting position. I mean,
very complex.
Yeah. And the last game, Oparin Shankland, is just... they play
it matters for tie breaks.
F3. Ooh.
Wow.
Trying to mock.
Oparin.
Sam. Oof, Sam must be not.
He's trying to... Ironic Sam.
Oof.
Ooh.
That's not...
Not sure. Sam is the type of guy.
You can Ionic? I don't think you can Ionic Sam.
Looks
like,
like he's just punishing Oparin for 1f3. As you should. The Oparin looks more miserable now than when
you don't like this kind of openings, yeah?
No, I don't like it.
Yeah,
I can see some sense to it, that it gives you a psychological advantage. In that, okay, if you win, it's heroic, and if you lose, okay. But I didn't play seriously. I played f3. Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, you are blaming me on coming to your show and playing some King's Gambit. I remember.
Yeah. Well, King's Gambit is on the verge, but from you, I know it's trolling because I know that you don't think it's a good opening.
That's true.
But no, it's a blurry line and lots of debates recently. Generally, I think. Entertainment is good.
You think so, huh?
Why are you making me smaller?
Because...
okay. If you make yourself smaller too, I'm okay with it.
Okay, so this doesn't matter anyway. Let's see, Ralph, bishop f4, which had... just wanted to take and play e6. And play for initiative queen d8 for Mr. Bluebaum.
Yeah, very complex position. Probably you shouldn't take on f5 here, which I'd be tempted to do, but I don't think that's the goal.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Queen d5, bishop e6, then black stabilizes.
If you take on f5, it should be connected with that, which is
So
taking
knight d4, e6, yeah.
That is not so clear actually. Could be interesting. But and he's going g4. So okay, he's going for it. After knight h4, I think he wants knight to d4. Ah no, he wants to take.
Takes knight c5 maybe.
Ah, okay.
b6, knight b7.
And checks, so you have to probably castle, yeah?
I guess castle, yeah.
And now what do? We just take there.
Rook b7, bishop c8. We go somewhere, I don't know. Still complex.
Yeah, still a mess. Let's see Paul Borta, because if he doesn't lose that game, he's in the next tour. And that would be, of course, fully deserved. H3 now is thinking. I think now you more or less have to.
You can take the pawn. Yeah,
you have to actually. Otherwise, it's not clear what is your move here. And on the long term, I mean, white can be seriously better.
Yeah, it's very dangerous long term.
So
and he does take.
Yeah, takes twice. Takes with the queen, I guess.
Yeah, all of this has been seen before. I think it's supposed to be fine for black, actually.
Yeah, bishop is 3. You take. Bishop is 6, c4, and you claim compensations, which is true, but...
It's compensation, but probably no more.
Okay, that is played. What happens if Mamedov, Shankland, and Narayan all win? According to my calculations, then all 4 tiebreakers are equal. Yeah. Your calculations are bad. Yeah. I think there is... do they play some more games if they are on shared first place?
I don't know. I saw the tiebreak rules. They didn't sound like that. But did someone tell me? Maybe you told me yesterday that there is like an Armageddon game if someone's shared first. I can't remember.
I didn't tell you that. I mean, come on. Don't put the blame on me.
For a different tournament. It's all mixed up in my head.
No, I actually have no clue. I assumed there was some tiebreak because in round robin it's what makes sense actually.
Yeah.
Because you just score the same score against the same people. I mean the same number of points. So I mean, to know if Oparin will play f3 and lose in the last game is not really a good tiebreak. Let's say.
I see.
What do you think? Even if he's your boy, he got praise for 2 days now.
Yeah. Very strong player. I still think we will hear a lot more from Mr. Oparin in the distant future. So we expect Peter to be able to defend this.
He played bishop a5, knight a4.
Yeah, all of this looks like standard stuff. e5 maybe, I don't know.
e5, I would just... Yeah, e5.
Yeah, knight somewhere, knight c2 or knight e2. Maybe knight e2 to go to c3.
I like to go to b4, but that's... You just go bishop c6 anyway.
Yeah.
He played knight c8 immediately.
Tight.
Super tight.
Alright, we expect that he'll hang in there.
Yeah.
So how was your weekend, Laurent? Do you do anything fun?
No.
What do you do for fun these days? I guess your social activities are more limited than usual.
Yeah. I'm watching some...
And you're different from me, for example, who never had a very rich social life. Like you meet people, you hang out with your friends in Paris. Like you must be suffering, no, from in these days.
Yes.
Not a trick question. I'm just,
No, I'm working more than in the past, actually. I mean,
Right.
we have a lot of tournaments, a lot of commentaries. So I'm more tired and more reluctant to go out than the previous years.
Right.
So, yeah. It's not really... I mean, it's connected in a way to the pandemic because we have more tournaments going on. But, yeah, I'm also more willing to stay home and rest and watch something on TV.
What are you watching? You're into like French shows, no?
Yeah,
like,
I'm very much into French shows, yeah.
And a question...
I watched Spy recently.
Spy? The movie with...
No.
Melissa McCarthy?
No. The new series.
With Sacha Baron Cohen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I haven't seen it.
It was great.
Trent said it was
I liked
good.
it. Who?
Trent.
Okay, I retire what I just said about it. No, it's good, it's good. No, I liked it, really.
Okay.
That's an advice from TechFest. So, knight f3. Okay, what does he want? Do we end up in a repetition after bishop f5 knight d4? Or bishop c6? Bishop c6 knight e5, and you are still... I want to take, come to d7. And yeah, white has no risk. This knight on c8 is a bit, it's very passive, but yeah. So let's see if we can ironic Sam. Okay, bishop f5 played.
Looks like a tough position.
On Peter's board, and let's see. That's a silent draw offer from Peter.
No, it's not too confusing. Peter wouldn't mind a draw securing tournament victory.
Of course.
We'll see. Narayanan weighing his chances if he wants to torture Peter a little longer.
I think he wants to.
Maybe he does.
How do you do it? Rook d2? Followed by g4?
No, d4 looks normal. g4, bishop c2, maybe no. Or does the bishop get trapped?
I was hoping that it does.
Maybe it does get trapped.
Let's take it's...
rook c3 or knight d4. Yeah, it just gets trapped.
But you can go here still. And it's not clear that g4 was such a big achievement for me. So maybe rook d2. Just to see, you have to at some
solid make some move. I don't know which move. Yeah, b6, a6. Let's play a6. Let's not be too clever.
Yeah, it's very hard to imagine something realistic. Knight d4 played by Narayan. Bishop d7 at tempo 92.
Oh, winning attempt. Or not. Maybe still bishop f5, knight d4.
Okay.
Svidler is annoyed to see knight d2.
I think he wants that. That makes sense.
Think? Wow.
And knight f4, I want knight d5.
Oh, I understand.
If you go e6, it's not great.
I don't want to go e6. Okay. Can I go bishop e4? Back. Okay. Now I have some options. Knight d6 maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I should calculate that, but that's just... maybe not. Maybe yes, maybe not. Who knows?
Patzaliren is saying, I think I'm going to eat a German chicken soup with French baguette now. That's a beautiful gesture for the Franco-German friendship. See, Laurent is upset about that statement already.
Not at all.
Mentioning food already upsets him. I apologize. I didn't mean to.
G5, look at half.
Wow.
Going all in. Is that mate? If I take here, Queen H5, this is threatening mate in
Dangerous,
1.
no?
So I have to go G6 and hope for the best. I don't see a mate here.
Bishop G5.
As simple as that, yeah?
Queen H5. If you take, I go away. King H, where? 1.
Yeah, but you
Rook
still have
E1, I
some,
guess.
yeah. Yeah, probably it's mate actually, yeah?
Looks good, no?
Let's try to defend like a French. It's not so clear. Still. King G8, Rook G1. Yeah, it should be mate somehow. Yeah, so let's... Half probably wins. If you take first here, yeah, you just take with a bishop. And now...
Yeah.
Probably gets to this...
Other moves, no? We don't have to go for this HG, maybe G6 or some defensive move, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, G6 I just take here. Queen G4
Very
is
much.
coming.
Yeah, it looks tough. Okay.
Looks like
King
okay,
H7.
I'm just saying we want Paul Borta on the show. You will interview your old buddy, Jan.
Will be great fun.
We'll have Peter anyway. Okay.
So is Peter. Show us Peter's position.
Oof.
Peter doesn't lose.
Oof.
It's all moot. But he's thinking.
He's shaking. It's not that easy. I wouldn't feel comfortable. He played bishop c6.
Yeah, also makes sense.
Okay, if I go b4.
We always have to calculate. Knight d6,
Buka.
e4.
Yeah.
My grade looks a little shaky.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, well, knight c3, I don't know.
This pawns as well. But c5, who knows?
Yep.
Knight d5. I mean,
It's tricky.
Peter would have been more comfortable with a repetition. Let's put it that way. It's not a disaster, of course, for black. Black is objectively not worse, probably, but
look at Peter. He's sweating. He's trying to calm himself down. He knows he's in for tough questioning in the post-game interview. And he's trying to collect his thoughts.
are you going to question is the Russian present he got from Oparin? Okay, it was not that clear after.
No,
after...
I meant from you.
From me?
Yeah, I'm way too non-confrontational as an interviewer. I
Really,
don't want to ask anything wrong. Still happens. D. Hessel is asking, why is there 7 players in this event rather than a normal even number of players? I don't know. I think it were the players that made it out of the first stage of the Banter Cup series and then didn't go further, so that's how the field was put together. I'm not sure if someone canceled last minute.
I don't think so. I think someone was out, but he was already invited to the Champion Chess Tour. I can't remember who that was, but I think that's the story, actually. Maybe Anish. No, Anish beat Svidler, actually. So I don't know.
Malagasy is asking how many seats for the main event at stake. Only one. Yes,
Only one,
only
yeah.
one.
Hi, Malagasy.
Ah, the French?
Of course.
That says he's from Madagascar.
Yeah, but he's French. Don't worry. What is... Okay, this is just... my chat would have been 600 seconds for Mr. Patsalian. But yeah.
Did he say something insulting?
Very familiar. We don't like such.
What is it that you like? What can we say?
Yeah, you're right, Ciel Bleu. What's so funny?
My French is good enough to understand your to understand Ciel Bleu.
So he played bishop before. Yeah, see, Malagasy. He's complaining. I'm tough. Then it's like a class. I feel myself like a teacher. The first few days, when you are a teacher, you have to show that this is not going to be a nonsense. This year of school won't be a nonsense. So and then people just behave normal.
Ah, I thought it was like Game of Thrones. When you're the king, sometimes you have to kill someone just to show that you're the king.
Not at all.
No, I misunderstood.
Yeah, you misunderstood. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever been a teacher? You must have been to some schools teaching some chess, no?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, not schools exactly, but chess clubs. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I still do that, but not once per month. So that's very, very small. But I have some talented kids. You know that we had number 1 in the world under 10 last year. Okay, now he's 11, but he was number 1 under 10 in terms of rating.
Who's that?
Great talent, Marco Materia. He's one of the kid. I'm giving some lessons from time to time. Very, very good. Okay, once per month, so this is not a lot, but it's very, very talented. Just amazing.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So bishop e4 played. This is our line actually. Yeah, that's too turbulent. So knight c3, is basically the move. You cannot go c5 because this pawn would be hanging. You can go d4 actually, threatening c5, making this bishop a little weird here. But probably just bishop f5. And now how to continue? This is not that easy. Yeah, that's true. Now we have a joke, yeah? We have the French school of suffering. That was brought up by the our current world champion, triple crown, Mr. Carlsen, who spoke about the French school of suffering, and we kind of like that. Talking about Maxime. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember that he said that? Oh.
I do remember that.
Okay. And let's have a look at Rauf. This is a German way. German school of suffering, yeah? Just get mated and no more suffering, yeah? I think this is really difficult to stop, no? And knight f7 or something. If you go king h7 to prevent all this, queen g4. I think both knight f7 and queen h4, I think it's just game over.
Looks unpleasant indeed. Poor Blueby.
Blueby is getting mated, so this Paul Borta game is very relevant. He said it 100 times. Okay.
So who are the leading exponents of the French school of suffering? It's just Maxime?
I think it's just Maxime, no?
Okay. And outside of chess? Yeah, you must have some, I don't know, Camus. How's this guy like, how do you pronounce his name? Welbeck?
Ah, Welbeck, yeah? Yeah. Michel Welbeck.
I enjoy him. He lifts up my spirits.
What was the book that was Les Particules?
Yeah, in German it's Elementarteilchen.
Yeah,
It's probably
Particules élémentaires, yeah.
Like late 90s or something.
Yeah.
It was very good.
So you enjoyed that moment when he described some scene.
I enjoy many moments.
Okay.
I also read his other books, but yeah, that's my favorite.
Okay. So, let's get back to some chess. Knight c3. Bishop c2, knight, rook c1, bishop d3, knight d5, threatening to win an exchange. Is that the French school of suffering would probably do that and claim I will make an easy draw, which is probably correct. What do you think?
Yeah, I would guess so. But I'm not sure in this tournament situation. Maybe you have no choice. But it's unpleasant psychologically to sacrifice an exchange. Because you think you might lose if something goes a little wrong.
Yeah, it's very solid.
Yeah. There's a question, who are these 6 people watching? That's the audience that judges our commentary with their facial expressions. And as you can see, they're all delighted.
Okay, knight d5 is thinking, I think rook a8 is the other option, not to run into knight c7, and actually I don't see a very clear way to go for white, to be very honest. How to protect these guys? Jan, tell us.
No, this looks fine for black, no?
Maybe b6, I don't know.
Wait.
But yeah, just takes and...
Stake, yeah. White is not winning this.
No, not in this world now.
Yeah.
I don't know, okay, c8 looks very simple to me. And pretty good. I really don't see it, which is weird, I mean.
Usually you see it.
I mean, like, you see the first move or you see the problem. You don't exactly understand what...
Bishop g5.
Just f6, no?
Yeah, bishop f6 I thought, but we're probably not winning this either.
Maybe there is rook d1 at the end, no?
Maybe.
King f7. Okay. That could be a bit tricky, actually. If you go rook d1, and if you go...
Yeah. Knight e8, rook a7.
Rook a7, this could go wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. Then probably this is the point. Rook a8, bishop g5. Bravo. King f8. And still now I protecting my knight, which makes a huge defense. After rook d1 I can take here, and this is protected. And in the meantime, our German brother, well, this is German school of suffering. You don't suffer, you get mated.
I suffer a lot. Not a lot of mating.
Good game from
nice
because this is not easy. I mean, Matthias is a very good expert, as you said, in the French defense.
Yes.
And I hardly ever saw him getting mated like that. So very impressive. And now it's all on Naranayan to if he wins, then gets exciting because we have no clue about the tiebreak. Maybe we have one more game, maybe 2 more games, maybe 5 more games. I mean, we have no clue.
I hope we can spend some more time.
Yeah, this is so.
Maybe we can just keep talking even when the tournament is over. We can just stay here, no?
Yeah, and see, just chatting. It's what they have on Twitch.
Yeah, of course, just chatting.
Just chatting. Have you ever watched such a show?
Of course.
We can talk about our life.
I love to, but usually you consider a lot of my questions either very offensive or too private, so I'm not sure.
And most
how we would do it.
Usually both. I mean, like both at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, that's yeah.
Maybe Peter can hang out with us.
Yeah, he can teach us some new games.
Yeah, I'm sure Peter is all over Fall Guys, Among Us.
Among Us is a new. I mean, Fall Guys is already like old. It's old-fashioned. Yeah, it's for.
Yeah.
Yeah, Among Us. I know Jules is telling me that he last time he came to here, he told me that this is brilliant. And the previous time he told me that this, what was the name again? Another game, like he was playing this. You just mentioned it. I cannot remember the name.
Fall Guys.
Fall Guys, yeah. Was brilliant. So he's changing his name.
He's always going with the times. No, there's Among Us. I think it has potential. It's a lot like this.
Yeah.
Avalon.
Yeah.
But one needs to understand the basic names of things and what is where. I don't know the basics yet. Once I know the basics, I'll start a great career as an Among Us streamer. That's the plan.
So, Peter decided to give up the exchange.
Wow. This could go wrong. Could not, but
so.
This is tricky. Opposite color bishops often help decide with the extra exchange.
That's true.
So this is not a simple position.
F6, king f7, and you just stay, basically. And you ask white to show a plan.
Yeah. Maybe it's not so simple.
You have this table.
Just play slowly, no? Bishop c5, king f2, g4, h4.
Yeah, who knows? While Sam didn't get what he wanted to punish your boy, I think is massively worse, actually. But
how was it again? If Sam wins, then Peter qualifies no matter what?
Ah, really?
I'm not sure. I saw different theories.
Okay, let's find out if he loses. But I don't think this is happening. But yeah, pawn to h4. That's probably good. Pawn to g5 and just stay forever. No, it's time just to wait. Yeah, king e6, king f7, and yeah, good luck showing your plan now. I think he will just repeat, and that was a good fight. Anyway, oh, he's trying everything, yeah? He wants to make his life miserable. Ooh, if Peter loses and Sam doesn't win, Mamedov is okay. So yeah, it's likely that Sam is not going. I mean, he's going to lose simply. Rook d5, queen c4, pinning the rook, queen g5, and now rook d1. And I'm taking back the rook. Your king is weak.
Looks like resigns, yeah.
You still... Yeah, no, you don't have a move. You're just lost. So, it's all about that game, which looks like a dead draw to me. But... let's see. Peter might get nervous.
Maze Tacos is saying, Kato, this is your employer speaking. Call off the attack. That's a reference to Inspector Clouseau. You haven't seen that, no?
No.
Yeah, it's very funny. I recommend it.
Yeah, because now you are talking about it every show, so it is less and less likely that I'm going to watch it.
I understand. I'll keep trying, though.
He's just waiting, and it's...
Yeah, he's quite solid. Yeah, if f6 can't get attacked.
I mean, like, you will put your bishop on d8, but then what's next? Okay, he will
What's
give
next?
a check and give...
Even then, yeah, king e6. Or king anywhere, really.
King g6 now, probably. Yeah, and... Okay, bishop c5, bishop f8, but now you can start moving the bishop, yeah. That's what he does.
Too solid.
Okay, he's coming with the king. He's really trying hard.
Also, one day you can play e4,
Exactly,
yeah,
yeah.
maybe.
Maybe after king d2, actually e4, I think
Yeah.
is a plan. Oparin, yeah, Oparin is going to win, yeah. That's almost a done deal.
Mm-hmm. So Peter Svidler about to qualify for... Is it the first event? I should stop having to ask these things. I do not know.
The first event, yeah.
Of the Champions Chess Tour.
Yeah. Really means you are not listening to me. I repeated it like 5 times.
Yeah, but no, I was listening. I just don't trust you.
Okay, but why you keep on asking me?
I was more asking like the chat.
Ah, okay.
No, I believe you. I just didn't know for sure. But yeah, makes a lot of sense. What other event would he qualify for?
Yeah.
Bishop to f8.
But yeah, I mean, just bishop d5, bishop c6, that was a good plan. And when you go too far
There's
with your
also
king...
no way to go wrong. No, knight e3 looks fine too.
Let's say if you play king d2, just e4, takes, and you have a problem on g2 and then h3, so you are even lost, I guess. So bishop d5, I guess, will come. He's thinking here for no obvious reasons.
Yeah, he has some options, no? Knight e3, why not? e4. But yeah, bishop d5 and move back looks the most practical. And ask white
And in the meantime,
to improve his position. Sam is going to lose. b6.
he played knight e3.
e3.
Wow.
Yeah, looks fine too.
Yeah, but why? That was not really needed.
What's wrong? Knight d5, super solid.
So Mr. Dodgy Invitational will, second edition will.
What's happening with the Mr. Dodgy candidational?
It's apparently replacing London.
Ah, okay.
The city, according to Mr. Dodgy.
Sounds great. Will it be in London?
Let's see. But why is this changing his setup? That's weird. That's still
Everything's covered.
yeah.
You can move your king for the next 10,000 moves.
You can
Or
go
you might.
e4 as well.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you like. You can. I mean, bishop b2 won't be. It's not really good. Rook f7, just e4 and rook g8 e4. Just he wants to finish this. e4 and you don't have a clever move here. This pawn.
Black is better, if anything.
Yeah, exactly. e4 is played.
Yes. No chance. The chat is trying to talk you into Inspector Clouseau. They're saying you should watch it in the original English version. Honestly, though, I don't think you would like it.
Okay.
You would think it's offensive.
Hello? Is that it's a troll, yeah? From Mazetakos.
I don't know.
French-German says this is not... this cannot exist.
Why not?
We have Arte. French-German TV, no?
Yeah, I watch it a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine.
TV100, I like to watch.
TV5 or TV5?
Yeah. Oh, sorry for my pronunciation. TV100.
Cinq.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Mr. Peter.
It's not...
This game should peter out.
It's not really... Peter is not really enjoying that.
Nah, but he's not losing it either.
Of course, but Oparin's still
He
there.
does look very unhappy.
Oparin won. Yeah, it was not a good way to end the tournament for Sam. Especially this f3 on first move, which you hate and which I love. Next time I come to your banter, I will start with f3.
Great.
Will you accept my challenge?
Probably. And Peter, being very pragmatic, simplifies to this. Best position white has had all game, but still.
Now I will take the b pawn and that's it. Yeah.
Wow.
That was a
okay,
draw.
B7.
Congratulations to.
And
Let's put the sound on.
big sigh of relief from Mr. Svidler.
Put your sound on Zoom, please. Maybe I can even cut your sound on Skype. I don't know how it works.
Me neither. Let's give them a moment.
Yeah. Maybe cut your sound on Skype. I think this is the
But
best.
the others are still playing, no?
Congratulations, Peter. Thank you all for your time and your participation on the tournament.
Ayelen is asking questions. Now. We can hear. But we don't hear Peter.
Yeah,
So
sorry.
he's not talking to us.
I was talking to you, but not properly.
But that was 2015. Peter, congratulations.
Thank you.
Like a big sigh of relief there after the last game.
Well, I never, until the game is finished, I never really, I'm sure I will not do something stupid. And it did become quite tricky at one point. I thought I solved all the problems, and then after Rook C1 knight d5, I had to. I mean, the decision I took is maybe not very difficult, but still, it required some precision. And yeah, happy to have stumbled over the line eventually.
So this means you qualified for the first leg of the Champions Chess Tour, I believe it's called.
Hooray for me!
Absolutely.
Congratulations, Peter.
Thank you.
Well done. Very well played, I think.
I mean, I think I've completely exhausted my run good in this tournament. I don't believe I've ran this well in the past 20 years. I think I remember, I kind of vaguely remember being this lucky when I was a young man, but not recently.
Okay, you just played very well. Congratulations.
If you say so. But also, two people blundered me a full piece, basically. You know, it doesn't really happen in a tournament of this strength. So yeah, this has to be acknowledged. Maybe I played fine, but I also got 2 full pieces.
Yeah, against Oparin especially. What was the other one?
Sam just, I mean, my position was good by that point, but Sam just gave me a full piece pretty much. So.
Yeah, against Oparin it was a bit, that was
It was a bit strange, yeah, because it's a theoretical position.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he knows the theory better than I do, honestly. So, like, I couldn't really understand what happened there.
I can see there are other guys still on the call. Can they hear us? Sam, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
How did it go for you? You had a rough start, but then made a big comeback. Did you feel there was a chance to actually win?
I didn't even look at the standings. I just told myself just win 3 games and hope for the best. Then I won 2, and Gregory mass slipped with F3, and then I still lost. So I don't really deserve to win the tournament. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was very tough luck that I forgot my move order with Peter and played Rook C8 or Queen C7 instead of Knight A4 first, and then I'm basically lost in 1 move. Maybe I could have resisted better, but the position was already horrendous. I don't know. I was also very mad at myself for missing Rook E6 with Blue Baum. I should have been winning that, but it wasn't easy. You know, it's never easy to convert, and when you have such little time, and Peter played better, and he deserves to play.
Yeah, that was a key moment. So, Ralph, how did it go for you? You were in the running until the very end, even the last round. You still had a great chance. Are you happy you played well, or more upset that you didn't win? How do you feel? Disappointed or happy with your play?
First of all, congratulations, Peter.
Thank you, Ralph. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, against Sam, I don't know what's happened with my mind. I played G4, C5, Knight F3, G6. I don't know why I play this line. And I think when I played Bishop F1, I can play Rook B2, Bishop D4, Rook D2 and take. And when I calculating, I think after G4 is winning, but after the game, I think why? Of course, I'm disappointed because I think I have a good chance, but unfortunately. But anyway, Peter was stronger, so it's okay.
Like for some reason, I messed up a move order and I got him into a bad position. Yeah, and then everything just went downhill. I blundered against Raouf in a good position. And today, also the first 2 games were horrendous. I blundered a full piece against Peter. And I mean, even in the last game, I just mouse slipped first F3. I mean,
that was a mouse slip. That was
that was a mouse slip. I wanted to play Knight F3, but somehow my knight landed on F2, and the second click was F2, F3.
Ah, okay. We were wondering if you were so tilted.
No, I didn't have any intentions to play F3. Right? I didn't want to repeat Magnus or something. But I mean, it's clear by my following play that I played F3, 4 trying to at least solidify a little bit. But yeah.
So, a wasted weekend for you?
Not really. I mean, of course, I would like it to go better, but still some practice. Yeah, and congratulations, Peter. Very well played.
Thank you.
Narayanan, how did your tournament go?
Yeah, I mean, the first day didn't go as well. I mean, it was just a horror picture for me because I spoiled many winning positions. But I mean, then I understood, like, to play 4 games on the first day, it was tough. But still, for me, the important, phase of this tournament, like in the first day. Like, second day, I had just 2 rounds. So still, I tried my best, but Peter was just too strong in this field. Congrats to him.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Peter, the only one who's saying you didn't do well is yourself.
No, I did well, but I also feel like, as I said,
the previous game was very interesting. Like, I thought you calculated everything, or this rook end game. It was. I thought you kind of missed something, but still it was winning.
Which one? Against Grigori or?
Yeah, against Grigori.
No, I mean, only after the game was finished, I realized after G2 I could play Rook 5 C1 and just win a full. Like I just went completely crazy, and then I'm lucky that this pawn ending is winning, but which I think it is. And I sort of knew the passive defense doesn't hold. I was a bit worried about like king e4, king d3, king e2, but I assume I'm winning somehow. But I knew that the passive defense doesn't hold. But yeah, that was the first of all, I left myself a minute, and then after I quote unquote blundered rook b5 g2, I just couldn't refocus back because just like rook c5 or rook b1, the game just ends. But I just couldn't think anymore, and then somehow I had enough of an advantage to start with that it still carried. But yeah, obviously not winning the game in 2 moves is a blunder there. I'm just lucky it doesn't cost me very much.
All right, then I think we should first of all thank everybody for providing a great show this weekend. We had a lot of very exciting games. And since this is the Chessable Qualifier, we should also plug, first of all, chessable.com. I believe Sam has, 2 or 3 courses on Chessable. On the semi-Slav, Sam, what other courses do you have?
Yeah, so I did semi-Slav for black, and then like English Reti, others like c4, knight f3, all that stuff with the presumption that you're okay transposing to the semi-Slav. So after c4, you must play c6, and if d4 is a problem, this course isn't for you. But and then I recently started doing a lifetime repertoire based on e4 or d4 for white. So I've already covered all the sidelines, which is everything except for d4, d5, c4, c6, e6, dc4, or d4, knight f6, c4, and then e6 or g6. So it covers all the Benonis and Benkos and Dutches and all that stuff. And then I've recently finished the d4, knight f6 course, which I expect will be out in, December. And then we'll see when the last one on d4, d5 comes out.
So basically you can follow Sam against d4, me against e4, and you're all set. Unless Peter also does a course after which you have to rethink what to do against d4.
Yeah, I will eventually publish. What I was intending to publish has by this point kind of spread wider, and it's going to be basically by this point I'm not covering 1e4, but I am covering pretty much everything else from a perspective of somebody who wants to play the Grunfeld but might not be allowed to by those dastardly London players. So yeah, it's going to be ready at some point. I'm knowing myself, I would hesitate to give a date, but I am working on it.
That's exciting news. I think we've taken up enough of everybody's time. Thank you so much. Have a nice remaining weekend, and see you soon.
And thanks for inviting me, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So, Monsieur Laurent,
I would just.
any last thoughts?
Okay, I didn't. Did I unmute you? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm not sure about the viewers.
I think they can hear you. Yeah, thanks. Okay, it was very impressive. I mean, whatever Peter has to say, I mean, like, he played very well. He was the favorite, and yeah, he just did the perfect tournament. He got some help from some people, but basically he was, as we expected, the strongest player in the field. So he fully deserved. He was well concentrated. As usual, he was calculating well, doing everything well, and was the full deserved winner. Of course, a small word for Ralph, who did also had a great tournament, but lost his game to Sam. But yeah, I mean, he also played very well. But really, Peter, it was very hard to compete with Peter in this tournament. And it was a pleasure to be with you, as usual. That's
always. I enjoyed it greatly. I hope we will get another chance to do commentary soon.
Every weekend.
Maybe in French next time.
Maybe every weekend we should set up a show. Yeah,
I think we can do our own show. No, we don't need a tournament. We can just talk on camera.
Yeah, just chatting. We do it in French. We can do something about food advices.
Sounds great too. Like foodie talk with Laurent and Jan. I think we'd have an audience of tens of people.
Okay.
Anyway, this was the qualifier for the first event of the Champions Chess Tour that will start September 21st till 23rd. Will feature most of the world's best players. And now we know Peter Svidler will also be among the participants. So looking forward to that. In the meantime, you can check out everyone's Chessable courses, chessable.com/Jan for mine. You heard Simon's lot of courses. And of course, you can visit us on chess24.com, where you can challenge Laurent and myself as a premium member in our many Banter Blitz shows, among other things. I've had a great weekend with you, so thanks, Laurent. Thanks for not making me spend time with the family, because you know how they are. Like, they want you to play with them and talk. And
it's me,
it's
yeah?
rough.
It's all on me, yeah, that you didn't spend your time with your family.
No, I'm thanking you.
Okay. Okay, good.
And then, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for supporting the Franco-German friendship, the fragile friendship that we're working on here. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys again very soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.